Are you tired of cutting your lawn? Fuck.
Yeah, there he is.
The traditional way.
The true professional.
With push mowers or riding mowers.
Then gives the one true... Oh, God damn it. See? Why wouldn't you tell me this? Give the one true... almost in 7. Say it again. What am I supposed to say? Why don't I have a script? What the fuck? And then give the one true professional in lawn care maintenance a call. Is that it?
Nubsy Slow's Lawn Care Service.
It's your boy Nubsy Slow with the Nubsy Slow Lawn Care Service advice, and we offer you on clean bushes, trimmed hedges, a nice cut grass lawn straight from the barber shop, trimmed Ryan playing fucking goddamn these fucking words. Real estate agents. We know people if you want a new house. Nubsy Slow Lawn Care Service. We take this job seriously. Sincerely or elite scissorly. Screw it. Just call me 1-555-SCISSORS.
Alright, it is Sunday, November the 5th, 2017. I am the king of villains, Bulldog Malenko. This is the Bulldog Unchained podcast. Along with me, Dirt Nap Dave.
Hello.
And Nubsy Slow.
Yay!
And we hope you guys enjoyed that quick advertisement for Nubsy's new business at the start of the show. What a fucking train wreck that was,
I'm
right?
trying hard.
Alright, so today we're going to actually be talking about some of the things that we posted on our social media this week.
That's what ladies do.
And some of these topics were, if you could go back, if you had the power to go back and change one mistake from your life, what would it be? Another thing was we held a poll on which song was more iconic between the Humpty Dance and Baby Got Back. And then, but right now, what I want to do is I want to I can't even do this today. I can't even do this shit today. Fucking thank you. Thank you very much.
I know.
All right. We've got my buddy Dakota Dufloth from Blindwish on the phone right now. I've posted the video up in Bulldog Unchained Facebook page. What is so goddamn funny, Dirt Nap? What you cracking up about?
Oh, I was thinking about my foot. I was thinking about
this
my
fucking
foot.
Guy.
It itches a little bit, and it tickled me the way that it itched. Well, you know, have you ever fallen asleep with your socks on?
Yeah.
You fall asleep with your socks on, and for some reason the hair on the top of your feet, and you wake up, your feet itch like fucking crazy, dude. I will scratch down to the goddamn bone.
Oh yeah.
It's terrible.
Take the sock and itch.
Well, you were asking, and I was thinking about how itchy the tops of my feet were.
Yeah.
Whenever I fall asleep with socks on. You know, if it's cold, and then you've got socks on. You got your socks on your feet.
Too poor to put the heat on yet.
And it's just, you know, you try to stretch that. You want to stretch that heat. You know, you want to stretch it out. You want to wait until you're like, fuck, it really is cold.
So you got 3 blankets.
I got a comforter. I got a nice comforter, so
I'm
under it. But I get in bed and I don't take my socks off instead of doing that.
The foot shuffle to get your...
Yeah, dude. The same thing you do to get the panties down on the girl. That's just,
you gotta use your teeth for that.
Yeah. You hook them with your toe claw.
Yeah.
Drag them down her leg.
Yeah. Right, exactly. So I didn't do that, and my feet started, they were itching. So.
This visual is absolutely stunning.
Yeah, pissing me off.
All right. Anyway, as I said, we've got Dakota Dufloth from Blindwish on the phone. I've posted the video for Single Word in the Bulldog Unchained Facebook page. I love this kid. I love that band. They're amazing. Dakota, how the hell you doing, brother?
Hey guys, how's it going? I'm doing great.
Awesome. So you and I met in 2014 when you were the guitarist for Alive Like Me.
Yes, sir.
And
Yep.
I would say like that second show, because
Was that one at the end, or was
yes,
that?
that was down in Nashville.
Yep, I remember that show very fondly.
Yeah, that was a fun show. Jairus almost killed himself.
Oh yeah, he did that a lot.
No, dude, your lead singer for Alive Like Me was either very accident prone or sincerely had a death wish.
Yeah, no, he just he got in that mood on stage where he's just like, you know what, I'm gonna fuck some shit up right now. So
there you go.
This kid was crazy.
It was really dependent on how much he drank before the set, but it was always a good time. I will always give him that. It was never not fun.
Yeah, so my then girlfriend at the time, we went to 2 shows we went one weekend and we saw you in Louisville, and then the next weekend we were in Nashville.
Louisville.
Yes, Louisville.
What do you say?
I just love to say no. I love to say that word.
Dirt Nap is gonna just fucking sit here and pick apart everything.
No, I just love that word.
You gotta say it like there's some marbles in your mouth, right?
Louisville.
Nubsy can do that, no problem.
Louisville.
That's because he keeps them. Because he keeps them.
I think Nubsy's broadcasting
He's
live.
taking
Who
a
knows
picture
what?
of the back of his bald spot.
Don't worry about my ball spot, fuck nuts.
Oh shit! Tinder.
That's a sensitive subject.
Oh shit, man.
So anyway,
no, it's back there. It's not even really that.
I know, but it goes at least to one.
we go to this first show in Louisville, and we meet these kids. They're on tour with Slaves and Nightmares, and it was a pretty.
Wait, which was that the first tour that we met? Was that Slave's tour?
Yeah.
Oh man, I thought we had met before then.
No, man. Like
Damn.
Yeah, and then in Nashville the next weekend, we're standing in line waiting outside to come in, and you guys had just pulled up in your van or whatever, and you get out.
No, it was the short bus.
Yes, the short bus.
Yeah.
Piling out like a bunch of retards.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And
yelling and screaming, licking windows, you know.
Yeah, you and Dave
having some snozberries.
Dave Knox. You and Dave come walking up to the crowd standing there, and you're just talking to people. And all of a sudden, you look at me, and you're like, "Didn't we just see you at like a show in Louisville?" I was like, "Yeah, man." And he goes, Dakota's like, "Where did you come from?" Like, Evansville, Indiana. "And you came all the way here to see us again?" And I was like, "Well, I didn't really come to see you." And that's pretty much how the friendship formed, man. And it
was great.
I had this running joke. I remember some of your fans would get so irate with me on your social media shit because I would get on their statuses and comment like, "They're okay, but I don't even like these guys."
Yeah, that one guitar player is really fucking weird. Like,
I would just make fun of them constantly, and their fans, their rabid fans,
they didn't
know that I had become buddies with them.
Trolling, yeah,
right.
Yeah,
that was great.
And they would try to pick me apart, and I'm like,
suck.
And then Dakota would play to it, and so would Joel. Joel, dude.
Oh yeah,
I miss that kid, Joel, their drummer.
Yeah,
one of the sweetest kids I've ever met.
Dude, he just proposed to my cousin.
Really?
Yeah, they're getting married next year in September.
That's awesome.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, man.
That's really cool.
He's one of my best friends. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, Joel is a great guy, and he used to he doesn't have a mean bone in his body, except maybe the one that he's given to your cousin. But
yeah, probably that one. But
good.
Well, hey, at least she found the one she wants for the rest of her life, man. That's whew.
That's rare.
It's a big thing, yeah, and I'm happy for him. I mean, I hope they're getting it in. I mean, I'd hate to go into a sexless marriage.
Yeah, that'd be sucky.
That's a bad bet.
I'm just looking big picture here, guys.
I need you to drive myself
like a panoramic.
out.
But yeah, Joel and Dakota
very panoramic.
They used to comment on the things that I would be trolling, and they would just fire back.
Yeah,
and then their fans would jump in with it too, and I'm just like, "Oh, really?" It would just go back and forth, and then finally I would stop commenting and wait for the next status just to see who I could piss off on there.
It was a great inside joke.
Oh yeah, it really was, because then it would carry over to the shows when we would go and see them.
Yeah,
they would come out on stage. There are people legitimately there to see Alive Like Me, not the other bands. Like, they're there for Alive Like Me, and they would come out on stage, and I was like, oh God, I don't even like these guys. And I'm telling you, these kids
heckle us, dude.
Oh yeah,
all
all through the show, I'm just giving them shit, and they're trying not to laugh. Jarris was the best at blocking me out. He figured out if he didn't look at me while he was on stage, he was okay. Joel, Dave, Dakota, nope, no fucking chance.
We just fucking bust up as soon as it happened.
And the fans in the crowd, there were maybe 10 of them that figured out very quickly that there was a connection here. The rest of them would be livid. Like,
they'd just be like
visibly
staring at him the
yes,
whole
mean
set.
Mugging me down, pissed the fuck off.
And between
Bad
every
guy
song,
wrestler.
every little shred of silence, there's just some like loud groan or just like a soft boo. It was great.
Yeah, and after every song, I would be like, "Are you guys done yet?"
It was great.
It was so fucking good. So, okay, now on to Blindwish, though. So tell
Yes,
me,
sir.
so you're originally from what, Eugene, Oregon?
Not originally, no. Eugene, Oregon was where I was living when I was in Alive Like Me.
Okay.
I am originally from a small town in eastern Oregon called Umatilla.
Umatilla.
It's about 2.5 hours east of Portland into
Predominantly
the
Irish.
high desert of Oregon.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Dirt Nap Dave asked if it was predominantly Irish.
Sounds like a pretty heavily influenced
Actually,
Irish.
no.
A lot of potato,
a lot of Hispanic people.
A lot of potato.
Really?
Festival.
Nubsy's peeps.
Half.
A little bit, half anyways.
Half peeps.
It's awesome. I love it. There's a lot of great Mexican food out there, and a lot of great people
In
too.
Oregon.
They're just-
So what part of the state is it in again? You said?
It's okay. So if you're looking at Oregon, it's at the very top of it on the border between Oregon and Washington,
Okay.
and about in the middle of it.
Okay.
It's right in the middle of the state.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
That's what I was wondering. Geographically speaking,
Mhm.
where it was located.
So about 2.5
Yeah.
hours from Portland.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's
about
2.5
2.5
hours
hours.
east. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fancy.
So
Nice.
yeah.
Umatilla, huh?
Yeah,
Check that
Umatilla.
out.
Yeah.
Do you
So
go-
you go
I have
from
fond memories of Umatilla.
Yeah.
I went to that library there, and I'm
Yeah.
lying. Nope,
Oh.
I got nothing else.
Yeah, and the
I'm
liquor
done.
store across the
That was
done.
it. That was it.
I'm done.
They
I'm
got
so-
coffee shops.
That's awesome, though. I would love to. It's beautiful. I'm going to the West Coast in May, and
Oh,
I'm
word.
excited
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
man.
Yeah, I'm really
Well,
stoked about
I
going.
mean, it's a little far off the coast, and it's not really it's not the gem of the eastern part of the state by any means, but
Not as
you could
Portland.
visit the one strip club in the town that my parents conveniently own. So there's that.
That sounds
No
like my
way.
highway right
Get a
there.
little
Swear
plug.
to
in.
God.
Hold on, time out.
Plug
Your
in.
parents own a strip club.
Yeah, and they've owned it since I was like 5 years old.
That is magical.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah, dude.
You're my favorite band guy now.
Yeah.
Right.
You know how much blow your parents have done. Do you have any idea
Like a belly button shot. Like-
how much cocaine
Honestly,
your parents have done?
Probably none. My
Ah.
parents are pretty straight shooters.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Pablo
They own a
Escobar.
Very
strip
much
club.
so.
They're
Damn.
straight shooters. Sweet.
Yeah.
They have-
Okay.
Well, the thing was, they bought it from my drug dealing grandparents. So
Well, this story just keeps getting better
Oh
and better.
my
So I
God.
wasn't that
So
far
there's
off.
Dude, you gotta
Wow,
realize.
there's a left turn for you.
For me, this is pure magic because I've known this kid and talked to this kid for 3 years
Hell yeah.
and have never really gotten into his story. And I knew I was going to today. I did not know it was going to be this magical.
All right.
Well,
Like, he's my
buckle up, Buttercup.
He's
Yeah.
my unicorn.
yeah, right.
Like,
Buckle up, Buttercup.
do you have any serial killers in your family?
His parents just watch like headline
no.
news.
Not
they come
unfortunately
home
not.
and it's like, yeah, I
If
got
it was
the
gonna
roast
be
in
anyone,
the
it'd
oven.
probably be me. But I'm too unmotivated.
Too unmotivated to be a serial killer.
Yeah,
Nice.
very much so.
I'm about to
Too
go
much
to
work.
All right.
God damn it.
So now, you moved from Umatilla, Oregon to
Yes, sir.
Eugene, Oregon to join up with
Uh,
Alive Like Me.
No,
No,
not quite.
it's not that
Uh,
simple.
No. Okay, so basically, I graduate high school in 2012. And then I moved to Oregon City, which is right outside of Portland, to go to college at this community college out there called Clackamas Community College. I went out there to study audio production and engineering. I went for about a year, and basically left. I wasn't really into the whole school thing, and I was really only going to make my parents happy.
I
I
understand
wasn't.
that.
I didn't. I stopped attending classes and just making excuses to stay in bed and all this. Yeah, just typical fucking college kid scumbag bullshit. And then Joel and I moved there originally to go to school together because I was having a lot of problems with anxiety and depression coming out of high school, and just basically really unsure of myself and what I was going to go on and do next.
You were going to college to please your fucking parents. You didn't know what you wanted to do. So that on top of that, you go out into the fucking world that's like, fuck you,
ready to kick your ass.
Get the fuck back in your parents' house, you fucking kid. What the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Who is B-Rad? That's what they want.
Freshly. Oh, what was that?
He was making a B-Rad joke.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. No, I was just freshly 18 too. Just turned 18. I graduated when I was 17. It wasn't because I was smart. I was just young. That's
what that's what most 17 and 18-year-olds do, these days. That's graduate high school. All right, good stuff.
Yeah.
Some people.
Congratulations, me. I want my cookie now. I was just really unsure of myself, and they forced me out. But it was for my own good, and I went with my cousin and Joel, the same ones who are getting married now. They've been together since that time.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. But I moved into an apartment with them. The first month of it was absolute hell. I had lost like 15 pounds. I just basically became a hermit. And
just to explain, you don't have 15 pounds to lose.
Oh, no. I still haven't gained it back, to be honest with you.
Eat potatoes.
But, but yeah, so I started school. I started meeting friends through classes. Oddly enough, I met a friend who had grown up literally 30 minutes away from me, and I'd never met him until I took that class with him. He turned out to be a really good friend of mine. And then going through school, Joel and I started to want to write music and make music with people. So we started to canvass our campus a little bit to try to look for musicians and jams with a couple people.
Now, how old were you when you started playing guitar?
When I started playing guitar, I was 14. So my musical journey started when I was 5 years old. I started playing piano. I started taking piano lessons from this lady who gave them right down the street from me. And I took those until I started playing guitar. So I completely dropped piano and then picked up guitar when I was a freshman, and then have been playing guitar ever since. But since then, I've been plunking around on the keyboard trying to get my legs back. Just, I don't know, progression of being a musician. But yeah, so I've been playing guitar since I was 14.
Awesome.
And yeah, it's
so okay, you're canvassing your campus trying to find other musicians.
Yeah, and we jam with a couple people, and things aren't really clicking, and like there's really no one in our friend group that really gets what we're trying to do, because we're still trying to be like a rock band. Like, we came from a small town. There is no like scene. We didn't listen to My Chem, like, you know, we grew up listening to fucking Guns N' Roses and shit like that. So we wanted to be rock stars, you know.
Sure.
So we didn't find anything in Portland or Oregon City. So we hit up Craigslist, funny enough, and we looked through ads in like Corvallis.
Talk about rolling the dice.
Portland. Oh, dude, fuck, man. We could have gotten stabbed or some shit. Like,
let's play music together. Here's a knife.
Yeah, in your gut. All right, cool. But we found Jairus, David, and Brandon, if you remember Brandon. Bulldog.
I do. He was the one that I didn't really talk to much.
He was a very keep to himself guy until he got drunk, and then he wanted to know everybody. And, you know... That's just a whole other story I don't want to get into. So, but yeah, we found them on Craigslist. Joel and I drove up to Eugene one day to hang out and meet up and kind of jam and stuff like that. And within the first like 20-30 minutes of being there, like we clicked, and it was really cool because we all had kind of the same idea of what we wanted to accomplish, and our skills were pretty matched. They knew a lot more about recording and stuff, and
well,
doing
yeah,
demos
that
for
happened in
themselves.
2012, and
Yeah.
I met you guys in 2014 when you were on tour. I mean,
Yeah.
you were greatly ahead of the curve.
Yeah. Okay. So we met them in, the spring of 2013.
Holy shit! And spring
Yeah.
of 2014 is when I meet you, and your album's dropping, and you guys are on tour.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's hard work.
It
right
was
there.
very, it was very fast.
Did you have a lot of
basically,
stuff
we
in the
just-
can already? Did you have
What's
Did you have a lot of songs in the can? You said you had begun writing music already. Did you have? Once you found those other guys? Did you have some? You had 5 or 6 songs already, and then you put together another 4 or 5 with them, or how did that end up happening? Who's the creative process behind the band?
We completely started fresh. So as soon as we met, we started writing music every weekend or every other weekend.
Fantastic.
Joel and I would drive down to Eugene, which is about an hour and a half south of Portland.
Awesome.
So we drove down there for probably a good month, maybe a month and a half, before we decided, hey, we're spending all this money and time down there. Why don't we just move down there? So Joel, being the responsible adult he is, decided to take online classes from the same college, so he could get his certificate. And me, being the 19-year-old dumbass I was, just said, fuck it, I'm moving to Eugene. What school?
Fuck
I don't
school.
go there anymore. So basically moved down there, got a house with these guys, and wrote a record wrote a couple songs, which we then in turn, they knew Ryan Furlot. I don't know if we ever talked about him, but he was the producer for Alive Like Me's record, and then went on to produce this Blindwish record we just released as well.
Nice.
Great producer. He's out of Portland, Oregon. Rain City Audio. It's great studio, great guy, great gear, great ear for production. Just a great tones kind of producer, very bare bones.
So from start to finish, like Alive Like Me started in 2013, and then when did you guys actually split up?
2015.
Okay. Like,
Yeah.
how did that come about? Like, what?
The breakup?
Yeah, what brought that on?
Well, it was just a bunch of creative differences that kind of pushed people away. In
People
a sense.
stopped
But
wanting to show up for practice and things like that.
it was writing mostly, because we got off that last tour, that headliner, right after our last bout on Warped, and got home with the mentality of writing a second record, and we were gonna do a complete genre change. We were gonna go 30 Seconds to Mars type pop rock, because
Well, I mean, you wanted to make money.
Yeah, and being the young kids that we were, we saw Paris pop off from where they were when we toured with them first, and we almost felt,
Slighted.
yeah, we felt like we missed the curve. We felt like our record was already 2 years old, like, which it was to us. Like,
Right.
we had written the record and we didn't release it for a year and a half, you know?
Yeah.
And our record, the sound of it was on the back end of a wave that had happened 3 years prior, you know? So obviously we're not going to get the fucking, I don't know.
You're not gonna capture that fan base because it's evolved already.
No, because we're not new. We're not new. We're not a new sound. We're new, but we're
Right.
we're not
But
a new
you're
sound.
new.
And
You're new in a sea of passing.
exactly, and we don't do us well enough to be able to be something bigger than we were, unfortunately, because we were all still really green as well. Like, that was the first touring band I'd ever been in. Before the first tour, I had played one show with that band.
Wow.
So it's we got thrown into the light and grew in the spotlight. Like that was the main reason why we imploded, I feel, was because we didn't have a growing period. We were thrust onto all these tours, and it definitely took its toll on us mentally. But yeah, absolutely. We were having the time of our life, though. Like, that was the whole thing. We didn't give a fuck. Like,
well, hey, look,
we went out.
I can attest to this. The tour should always be about the fun, but the problem is, once the tour is over, the reality hits you of, oh, fuck, we got to do this all over again. Yep,
100%. And it's just that mentality that if you're not touring, you're not relevant. You're not you know what I mean? As soon as you stop touring, unless you're like people a band that has, exactly. And I noticed that after we had ended, like after a month or maybe a couple months, it was done. It was just dead.
Yeah.
But it needed to happen, to be honest with you. We were all, I mean, at that time, we were all very, very broke. We didn't make a cent off of anything we did. We did it for the experience. And Jairus had just started seeing Acacia, and that was becoming a very big thing in his life. And he decided that he wanted to have something. He wanted to have a relationship with someone.
He wanted some more. He wanted
to go home.
He wanted stability in his life.
Exactly. He wanted stability. And the kid's a family man. Like, he comes from a family of 10, 15 people.
Yep.
Holy shit,
like in his immediate family alone, like.
So being on the road away from them was very taxing on him.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Which may have explained a lot of his craziness on tour.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he was definitely a sheltered kid,
and so he's out on his own. Oh yeah.
Oh, dude. Yeah. And he wasn't a drinker until we started touring. Like, it was an experience for every single one of us in a different way. Every single, like, between us all, it was it was the pure reaction to having that opportunity every single night. And I think that's what made our band so cool, is because we were so gung-ho about wanting to be a fucking kick-ass band. Like,
a juggernaut.
That's what attracted people. But unfortunately, we were a little focused on too many of the wrong things and not focused on enough of the right things, I think. But that just comes down to us being young.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Everybody has to learn the hard way.
Yeah, and we learned. I mean, we were just thrown into it. We got, we got to tour the fucking world, and I wouldn't take it back for anything. And it gave me a lot of knowledge to be able to be where I am now. And I don't know. It was really hard for me to let go for a while. But I just look back at it now and it's like, man, I fucking did that. That's so cool.
All right. Well, right now we're going to cut into a break. We're going to play Blindwish's track, Single Word, off of your album, Good Excuses.
Hell yeah.
All right. And then we'll be right back.
Sounds good.
If I can't be what I want, most, 'cause I'm afraid I'll lose control. I've never felt alive, I'm trying to, I'm dying to inside. I'm never gonna be, never gonna be. You're never gonna say, 'cause I don't want my whole life confined to a single. Never gonna be, never gonna be. You're never gonna say, I don't want my whole life confined to a single.
All right, welcome back to the Bulldog Unchained podcast. I'm your host, the King of Villains, Bulldog Malenko, along with Dickhead Dirt Nap Dave and Nubsy Slow.
3D, baby.
What? Get the tables.
So many syllables in that name.
And still with us is Dakota Dufloth, the guitarist from Blindwish.
Ayo.
We just covered how his former band, Alive Like Me, pretty much the start to finish with that. You just heard the track from Blindwish, Single Word, which I think is absolutely amazing. And right now, I'm going to ask you, first of all, how did you get hooked up with these guys? Because now you moved from Eugene, Oregon, and then now you ended up in Dallas, Texas, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So how did this come about?
Okay, well, basically after ALM ended, I moved from Eugene back to Umatilla, and I started working for my parents.
At the strip club?
Yes, sir.
Really? What were you DJing?
No, I wasn't. So I don't know if you remember this at all.
What was you doing?
But I'm a relatively shy boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. I was given the opportunity to DJ, but I just kind of was like, meh. I worked in the kitchen mostly, because I really like to cook.
All right.
So it gave me a lot of, it gave me the opportunity to learn more about cooking and get better. I'm working in a kitchen in Dallas now too, so that it definitely helped me get like a start into that side of it too. Just because it's another big passion for me. But basically, I was working for my parents, and this was I think this was the day after I made that Facebook post saying I was leaving ALM. And I got a call from Kendrick, the bass player, for Blindwish. And it's like, hey, man, first off, how are you doing? You know, him being the nice, amazing dude he is. I had that personal question first, I guess. And then he was like, well, that's awesome. Let's
get down to brass
I don't know.
tacks.
Yeah. Real reason why I'm here. So basically, he just asked me if I wanted to join Blindwish. And I'd kind of already started this little project that I had an idea for with one of my friends, Turner. You remember Turner?
Yeah.
Yeah. Him and I were going to do like a pop duo kind of thing.
Kind of like 21 Pilots.
Yeah, in a way. Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
And that was in development. We'd already started writing songs between us and started sending them back and forth. So I told him, like, I'll definitely think about it, but I just gotta, I had to get back to him because I had already kind of flaked on Turner once in a way, and I really didn't want to do it again. So I talked to him about it, and he said, if it gives you the opportunity to be able to tour and do something within the next year, which it did.
Right.
He's like, go for it. And I did. So, a week later, I was formally in the band. A month later, we were all in Portland recording Good Excuses.
That's kind of funny that you go to Dallas to join a band and end up back in Portland recording with your dude from before.
Yeah, dude, it's funny. The funny thing is, we played a show before we went and before we went to record the record. We played the Warped Tour pre-party.
Nice.
On the last year's, it was with Bowling for Soup. It's fucking awesome.
Right on.
Teenage Bottle Rocket. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I love Bowling for Soup.
Yeah.
Dude, it was tight, man. We got to play in front of like 3,000 people. It was an amazing experience. and my first show with Blindwish. So
Nice.
So let me ask you this. So I know
Yeah.
that you can sing. Do you do some of the harmonies in Blindwish?
yeah,
Okay, I thought
very much so.
I thought that it was like, as I was listening, I was like, I'm pretty sure that's Dakota doing the harmonies.
I'm not on the record.
No?
No, I'm not on the record.
What the fuck?
Zach
just do it
did
live?
everything on the record.
You just assist in the live shows.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm.
Well, and he's in the video.
Yeah, that too.
They put him in the video. Yeah. Like, nah. It's like, I'm like the
Yeah,
bass player in the Doors. I only show up on tour. I'm not on the record.
Oh.
Yeah, you're just the traveling guy.
Yeah, I'm just off the side of the stage. Jim Morrison's
So, okay,
got his dick out.
what happened with that? Like, they had a dude that recorded everything with him, and
The
then
one guy did it all. Is that what he said? Zach did it all, right? You said he did all.
Yeah, Zach, our singer, did everything.
wait,
he did
what?
all the vocals.
Hold on. Okay, so he did all the vocals. Who did the guitar
Mm-hmm.
work
I did.
on the album?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay, okay. So you do the
Yeah.
harmonies on stage.
Yeah.
I get where you're
Yeah.
going now.
I
At first,
think-
I was
I
like,
think
wait a
on
minute,
stage.
you just stepped into a ready-made project? Like, I was like, hold up.
No.
Dirt Nap is giving me this look of contempt right now. Like, God damn it, how did you not get that? Hey, look, because
There
hold on,
it
hold on,
is.
fair, hold on, fair.
Arrival.
To be fair, Dakota, you understand what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. I
Because
think so.
because Wolf, when he went on tour with Nightmares, it was because their former bassist, he recorded the album, did all the harmonies and everything with Carter, and then
Yeah.
he couldn't go on tour. So they picked
Yeah,
up Wolf,
exactly.
and Wolf did harmonies. Wolf played Wolf, and it was so funny because Wolf was so out of place with that band because he's such high energy, and,
Yeah.
and just such a lovable guy, and that band was trying to be darker and heavier, and
Yeah.
none of them
It just
smiled.
didn't-
And
yeah.
then there's Wolf on the end with this psychotic fucking killer grin, and just
Yeah,
having
right.
the time of his life.
Yeah.
And just so
Tried to
everybody
get
knows who
people
we're
to
talking
clap.
about, his name is Jonathan Anthony Wolf.
Yes.
He had a project called The Hollowed. I've played their song Animalistic Duet on the show, like way back in the beginning. And now he's got a new band called Vespera, Vespera. Go check them out. They're,
Very sick.
Oh yeah, they're fucking awesome.
It's like new school Tool, dude.
Yes, very much.
That's a bold
Yeah.
statement.
Yeah.
It's
John-
fucking
John Wolf,
Sick.
his project, The Hollowed. This is why I said, like, when he first said, "What's your singer's name?"
Zachary Davis.
When he said that Zach did everything, I immediately started thinking of John Wolf because with The Hollowed,
Oh yeah.
everything that you hear in The Hollowed, the drums, the guitar, the bass,
Like
the screams,
Trent
the
Reznor.
singing.
He did all of
Yes,
it.
yes.
Yeah,
John Wolf is the new Trent Reznor.
I
He
gotcha.
can do everything. He plays piano like a goddamn master. It's unreal. This kid, there's nothing that
he's
kid
very
can't
good.
do.
Cool.
And now he runs his own production studio, and he's also touring and trying to do everything, and he's probably
yeah.
gonna die. But
No. He's
Or make a lot
definitely
of
gonna
money,
die.
successful.
He will. I promise you. Out of everything else that you're saying
He's
right
gonna
now,
work himself
whoever
to
that
death.
guy is, he's gonna die.
I mean, young.
We're all
And
gonna die.
he's
but-
straight edge.
That's
clean living,
exact.
but-
That's where I'm going with it.
What?
Dakota's got it.
We're all gonna die.
We're
I
all
got
gonna-
what you were saying, Dirt.
Yeah, that's.
Thanks, buddy.
He's
Thanks for the
probably gonna die.
Thanks for the clarification.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Nope.
You know what I meant.
Definitely gonna die.
Fucking
Yeah.
dickhead
Yeah.
Dave over
So,
here.
he
Okay.
said, I don't
No,
believe in
Zach,
seatbelts. No, they're real.
Fuck highway speed limits.
They're real.
Highway speed limit.
No, seatbelts are a real thing. They've been around for years. No, this guy said, I don't believe in seatbelts. He was talking about not wearing one. I got what he was saying.
Oh,
I just
Dirt
ate
nap.
him up. Just ate him up with my
You're
literalness.
such a shithead.
I was. It was great. I was like, no, dude, they're real. They exist.
Yeah, it's not like a I don't believe in Santa Claus type thing.
Right.
You know,
He's
seatbelts are-
pulling his Rick shtick on me from Rick and Morty.
Yeah, fuck that.
Oh,
I'm going to shit on
gotcha.
it. I'm going to shit on it. I just
I'm
have to.
gonna shit on you.
Yes.
So anyway, okay, Zach did all the vocals and the harmonies
Yes.
and everything for the album, but
Yes.
you did all the guitar work and
Not all of it. So we were all in the studio at that time. We all flew up and did the record all together, which was a really cool experience. I really like writing records that way because I'm more of a traditionalist when it comes to writing music.
Well, yeah, and it helps the band be more creative if everyone's there together.
Yes, and not only that is it gave us a chance to get to know each other a little bit better too, because we had never ever like collaborated in any way. We hadn't spent any extended time with each other like at all. We were complete strangers, and that record is the way that it is because of that. Like 100%, that is all the angst and the feeling and every bit of uncomfortable energy that went on in that studio is in that record, and you feel it when you listen to it. Like it's one of my favorite records to listen to that I've ever been a part of, which is one of two. But it's I love this record.
But okay, so anybody that's listening to this, hopefully they go check out Alive Like Me too, and they then listen to Blindwish, and they can hear the just complete
it's a very
difference.
Big progression.
Oh my god, yeah, it's blind. I mean, not to disparage Alive Like Me, but Blindwish blows ALM out of the water. It's a different take.
Yeah,
in a way,
absolutely.
Sure. One of the best parts of the human journey is change and growth. Mm-hmm. And I agree. That's what he's doing. And that's the hardest thing about being a musician. I think, in my opinion, my personal opinion, the hardest thing about being a working touring musician is finding that fan base and being able to grow in a musical direction that still appeals to them.
Yeah, you have to be able to keep that connection through your evolution.
Right, and it's
the only band that I can think of that really transitioned is Clutch.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's so hard to find those, and that's why a lot of music groups fizzle out, and their lifespan is very short. Like 18 months, 2 years. That thing you do. That Tom Hanks movie,
2 to 5 years.
Boom!
That's what
was 6 months. They were together for 6 months. You know, that was, and I don't mean to use that as a cliche about the music,
but that has happened tons of times. It's so
hard because finding that connection, being able to find that connection, and to maintain that connection.
I guarantee you, Dakota and I right now could give you a rundown of a long list of groups that broke up midway through their first tour.
Yeah.
Oh man,
that shit happens a lot.
Well, that's the longer list, man.
Yeah.
Like bands don't make it anymore.
Yeah.
You know, like I can think of maybe 2 or 3 bands that, in my opinion, were like masters of progression into themselves as artists
and stayed intact.
Yeah.
Oh, very much so.
Like that. There is no longevity in music.
No. And that's the unfortunate part is art has become something that people make. It's
not actually
judged way too harshly, and it's not given. It's not given the chance to be what it was meant to be, which is art. It's a free expression of the way the artist feels and portrays life in any given way, but put into a universal language that everyone can understand. So when it's judged and when it's put out there in a way that is meant to be better or worse than another piece of art, it sets the artist up for failure in a way, because it gives them a feeling of, well, I have to get started on my next piece because this is going to be old in a year, and people don't have the attention spans that they did 20, 30 years ago.
Well, 20, 30 years ago, a band would put out an album and tour on that album for 3 or 4 years.
Well, that's
exactly, and that doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah, the attention spans of people nowadays is nothing. It's microcosmic. It's so small.
44 seconds.
Yeah, that's what you get from people.
Yeah, at the most. Yeah, where you have with music, especially, you've got to find that it's so a lot of it's so formulaic and stuff. The stuff that's put out there, and the measure of success. For a true artist, the measure of success for a lot of people is monetary gain. What can what am I able to pull out of this? What's my value to this? what value do I have to society? And society tells you, and society's a cruel fucking mistress. And that's the thing that sucks about it, is that not everybody's going to be successful in that thing. And
So-
for people actually, like what you're doing with your new group, if you want to stay true to your art, it's not going to be for everybody. It's not going to be, and you have to stay true to that. And it's so hard if you're trying to monetize something. That's why I never got into music
try to go professional.
Try to be a band. I tried to be a mixed martial artist professionally. One is because of the intense amount of hard work and my cowardice, because of fear of failure, and then two, because of the you want to
have something to show.
Yeah, exactly. And if you don't, then everybody else was right, and then my fear of that caused me to not chase after that kind of shit. But what you're doing, you're out there, you're putting yourself out there, and that's very admirable. Especially at your age.
I look at the risk that Dakota has taken just in these 3 years. The amount of risk involved in every decision he has made is astronomical, and most people can't even begin to comprehend it.
Sure.
Well, I mean, I feel like at this point in my life, I really don't have a lot to lose. Like, I have my family in Oregon, and that's about it. I don't really have a lot of money. I have clothes, I have my guitar, I have a laptop, and I have me. And that's about it. So at this point in my life, I'm building towards something. And I mean, I have no other choice. If I have the ability to go and play music and do it and try to make that my career, I'm going to fucking do it until I can't anymore. Because the only thing I have left is going back to that shitty town in Oregon and working until the day I die.
Right.
So...
doing lots of blow with strippers.
And just the thought of that for you now, in comparison from everywhere you've been, that has to feel kind of soul crushing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yes and no, because me, the kind of person that I am, if I feel like I have nothing left to invest in music, and I've come to terms with this, I'm gonna go back and run that bar, and that's fine with me. Because at this point in my life, I've had the experiences that I have, and I feel like I can take the knowledge that I have with my music and the way that I write music as an artist myself. I can do something myself if I want to. I can write music myself for me, put it out, and I feel like it would be something that people would like to hear.
Absolutely.
But that's something that I have to... that's something that I've had in the back of my mind for a long time. But just the circumstances of what's been going on and, like, my opportunity with this band, obviously I'm going to take this chance before anything else. But if I have to move back home and get a job and, like, get stable, like, I would love that too. Like, that sounds amazing, to have a real life and to be able to, like, have the stability of a job. Like, I've been trying to tour and be successful in music since I got out of high school. This is the first time in my life I've even had a job, to be honest with you. Like, so at this point, like, stability sounds fucking great. But that's only because, like, I was raised in a very simple, like, working town where most kids from my class, after they graduated, got a job and settled down.
Started popping out fucking kids.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the town I come from.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
That's the town that most people come from.
There's a lot of that everywhere.
And I was one of the kids that got out. Yeah. So I mean, but going back doesn't sound horrible.
It really is, honestly. Though, life is what you make it wherever you're at.
100%.
Because there's people in fucking Dallas, there's people in fucking Comatoma, there's people in fucking West Memphis, Arkansas, there's people in Evansville, Indiana.
Dude, there's people in Alaska freezing their balls off.
That just want to not have to think about what happens to us after we die. They just want to have fucking kids and go home and drink a 6-pack and watch whatever fucking television tells them that's fucking cool. Right. Buy the newest fucking stupidest fucking technology gadget lifestyle thing.
Yeah.
Make sure that they can tell that they could tell their
Show
nanny
off
to
to
put
their
the
neighbors
kids,
too.
Yeah, tell
Look
their
at my lawn.
yeah. That's it. They just
That
wanna do
quote
that.
from Fight Club: "We spend money we don't have to buy things we don't need to impress
To
people we
impress
don't
people
even
we
like."
don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So there's people like that everywhere, man.
And then there are
Chase
people
your
like
dreams.
us.
Sleep on couches and chase your fucking dreams.
Right, there are people like us that are trying to figure out
Until you
every day, what's the angle? What's the angle I can take here to get ahead? What can I do?
I mean, that's the thing, man. It's the ambition to wake up to have that perspective, and that's all it is, really. It's perspective and your approach to your life.
Yep.
Like,
You get up
wake
every
up in
day in
the
a good
morning
mood.
and-
That's why I have no time for people that are not morning people.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Fuck you. How are you going to start your day in a bad mood just because you're awake?
I do
Nope.
that.
Yeah, that's
Nope.
true.
Nope. You don't
it
have.
requires
you have no
a shift
reason.
in mentality.
Yeah, it really does.
Exactly.
It really does.
Exactly.
You can't be about waking up and being like, fuck, now I gotta go to work. Fuck,
Every
now I
day.
gotta. Why are you even going?
It's been shown that the mood that you maintain for the first 15 minutes of your day when your feet hit the floor and you step out of bed, that mood that you maintain for the next 15 minutes is going to be your predominant mood for the rest of the day.
I'm always
Oh, I
pissed off
believe
when
it.
I wake up.
You're what?
I
I'm always
believe it.
pissed off when I wake up.
Always pissed off?
Yeah.
How long does it last?
Usually about till I get done peeing, then I'm done.
There you go. And then you just start thinking about what you got to do for the day, right?
Then I get pissed off more because I got shit to do.
Fucking lanes, bowling lanes. They're gonna clean
These
themselves.
lanes
guys.
ain't going to grease themselves.
My bowling shoes are getting old. I gotta buy new ones. Some shit like that.
Oh,
I feel it, man.
well,
But
so you guys right now, you're getting ready to
Yeah.
start your tour on November the 9th.
yeah,
Nice.
And it starts off
Um,
in Denton, Texas at
Yep.
Backyard on Bell. November 14th, Lafayette, Louisiana at Steam Press Cafe. November 15th, Florence, Alabama, Southern Trash. November 16th, Boone, North Carolina at Third Place. November 17th, Baltimore, Maryland at the Raven Inn. November 21st, Brooklyn, New York at Kingsland. That's actually a pretty cool venue. I've never been, but I have a lot of friends that have been there and they love that place.
yeah.
November 22nd, Burlington, Vermont at the Monkey Bar. November 23rd, this is the one that stands out to me the most. Montreal, Quebec at L'Entrée Nous.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's killer, man. You guys get to go slight international here to kick it off. That's,
You got the passports
Yeah.
all together.
The green
there
card.
is an updated ad, Matt, that we're getting worked on because we've been shuffling around a lot of dates on this tour because we're kind of getting settled right now with our management and booking that we just recently got. So it's been a transition into doing some things through other people as opposed to doing them ourselves. So there's just a little bit getting used to that and getting used to the personality and everything like
Yeah,
that.
because these people booked you for 4 straight shows in 4 different states.
Yeah, I mean,
That's going to be
yeah.
some hellacious. I'm going to tell you right now, that drive going from Louisiana to Alabama to North Carolina, not bad. North Carolina to Maryland, your dick's
Oh,
going to
yeah.
be dragging on stage for that show.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's going to require some high motivation when you guys get out of that van.
We're
You just think about it.
We're pretty punctual, professional people, especially when we're touring. Like, we're very schedule oriented, especially because, well, I mean, you haven't met the rest of my dudes. have
No,
you?
man, I haven't met this group yet.
Damn. Well, the next time we roll through, you'll definitely have to meet all of them. I want you to for sure.
Oh,
they're
absolutely.
a great bunch of dudes, very interesting individuals, and they all have their own little quirks about it. But I'll tell you, Zach, our singer, and Garrett, our drummer, are absolute fucking powerhouses. They're just workhorses. They just wake up and they want to do work.
Zach's
they've-
lyrics alone tell me a lot about him.
Oh, very much so.
Like the way
Yeah.
he writes, I'm just like, ooh, this is a dude I want to sit down and have some conversation with.
He's a kid that really loves brand new.
Yeah.
So he's all about that, like, emotional connection, and like it's crazy.
That's
And
awesome.
his lyrics are great.
Oh yeah, they're outstanding. like I love all of the tracks that I've heard, but when I first heard and saw the video for Single Word, I was just blown away. I was like, this is a whole different level.
Yeah.
Like
It's that song fucking kicks.
the song 3 a.m.
Yeah.
3 a.m. is really good too. That's it
so
is.
They had actually they had that song before I was even in the band.
I kind of figured because that was the first one you guys dropped, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
it's a lyric video, and
yeah.
but
They
it's
dropped
so
that a year before.
right. It's so well done, and
It's
just
very well done.
I was blown away by that. Like that was my first exposure to your new band, and then I was like, okay, I'm on board. I dig it.
Mm-hmm.
I like these guys.
So Dakota,
Yes,
a
sir.
little off topic, but still regarding your upcoming tour. What do you like to do in the interim? Are you a driver? Are you whenever you're in the bus or in the van or wherever you're sitting? What are your keep busy things? What do you like? Do you like to read? Look at Pornhub? What's up? Dish girlfriend.
I'm definitely a snacker, so I usually have like almonds or a jar of peanut butter and a spoon. Like I'll just eat peanut butter by itself.
There you go. Word.
And usually like an Arizona tea.
Okay.
Or
Shaq's dick.
I'm listening to music. Like I'm always listening to music.
Okay.
I'm a very big. I just put on records when I'm listening, or albums. Sorry,
Sure, I got you.
When I'm driving.
I'm one of the few people that call them records also,
Right.
so I'm there with you, bud.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, I do drive. We all drive equally.
Sure. Okay.
So
you just put headphones on to listen to music, or do you guys play the music throughout the van? Is it a van?
Yeah, it's a van.
Okay.
It's a 15-passenger Chevy.
Nice. Yeah, that's what's up.
So she's a beast.
Hell yeah. But
yeah,
Okay.
we have a speaker. We have speakers in the van, but
Okay.
at night I'll drive with headphones in
There you go.
usually, or we'll fade all the music forward into
Sure.
the cab
Yeah.
so the dudes in the back can sleep.
Sure. Cool.
But during the day we listen to music through the whole van, and we like to jam out and or just sleep. Really, I mean it's one of the two. We're
Sure.
either all up or we're all asleep.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Well, and I also play Sudoku on my phone.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Sudoku's
that's what I'm trying to
fun.
get in there. What are those little
like
quirks?
what are your little things that just keep you occupied?
Okay.
That is
From
something
boredom.
really
What are your
bored,
boredom
when
cures?
you're out there and you're in between so you're in from
You're in
North
Butt Lick,
Carolina,
Arkansas,
you're going
to
from North Carolina to Maryland on the seventh day of your fucking tour, and you played 5 days in a fucking row. You've already fucking listened to everything on your phone. Every Pandora station that you've created fucking is driving you crazy.
Yeah.
What do you do on that day?
Okay. Well, I have Reddit, so
There
I'll
you go.
usually probably be on Reddit.
There you go. Okay.
I have the Reverb app. I look at gear a lot because I'm a
Nice.
fucking gear nerd.
Okay. What's your rig?
Uh,
I'll get
what's my-
I'll get into
my-
that in a minute. Well, go ahead. Keep
Okay.
going. Reverb.
all right, word. Yeah, I was gonna say that's gonna be a whole other
I was
thing.
gonna say
I just downloaded some new apps. I guess I got Pocket Mortys. I was gonna figure that
Pocket
thing out.
Mortys?
Sounded like fun.
Yeah.
It's a Rick and
I
Morty
have
game.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I got Pokemon Go. We all play
There you
Pokemon
go.
Go in the band.
What level are you at Pokemon Go?
Oh shit, like 18. I got
Listen to 'em.
nothing, dude. I
Listen
haven't
to
played
him.
in so
A
long.
little beginner. A little beginner.
Yeah.
I don't know much about that, but I know 18 is like a
Oh, it's
a
bullshit.
it's a little fella.
He gets his
Dude,
ass
I
kicked
have-
at gyms.
Yeah, a lot.
Oh, dude. To be honest with you, I haven't even opened the app in like months.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you have to walk.
Yeah.
You have to walk to do. You have to walk to win that
Yeah,
game.
it's a perfect tour app. Like
Yeah.
honestly, it's really really cool.
Okay.
And then Crossy Road. I have a Yu-Gi-Oh game too.
There you go. Okay.
You know, just anything to keep my mind busy.
Sure.
I guess Amazon.
There you
Go
go.
look at some shit.
Okay.
So circling
And then-
back to your gear though. So
Yes.
do you have any sponsors?
No.
No?
We're we're sponsorless at this point, but that's gonna come a little later when we can like.
I mean, are you guys
dogs.
right? Are you guys pitching to get on Warped Tour?
Yeah, we definitely want to. Definitely, I think we had the talk with our. I think we sent an email. We sent an email about it for sure. We definitely submitted for it. I guess we're just hearing back.
I think you guys belong on Warped Tour.
Good luck.
Like, you absolutely need to be there.
I hope we get it, man. It'd be a great opportunity. I'd love to do it again.
And that's generally automatic sponsorships there, because you're playing in front of a shit ton of people, and
yeah,
people
definitely.
want you.
What type of guitars do you usually play?
Okay, so my main axe is a American Fender Strat.
Beautiful.
It's a maple neck ash body with a nitro finish, so it takes wear very, very well, which is a big thing for me.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, being on the road.
And oh yeah, dude. And my other guitar is a Gibson Les Paul Studio. It's the same studio I've had since I've known you, actually, Bulldog. If you remember that guitar.
Yep.
What color is it?
Up. It's sick.
What color is it?
It's black.
Black.
It's a matte black, and it's got the.
It's the Gothic Studio.
You got the chrome pickups in it.
It's the Gothic.
No, you have black pickups. Yeah, the EM85s or something like that.
No, they're passive. I don't fuck with EMGs.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah. But yeah, I played that through a Orange Dual Terror.
Nice.
It's a little 30-watt 2-channel head.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
It's a nasty
rock
orange makes nasty shit.
Orange makes the best rock sounding amps. Yeah.
I agree. It's kind of funny. We all have lunchbox heads. That's like kind of our thing.
Okay.
We all have orange lunchbox heads.
I love that the cameras for Single Word picked up your rig several times by. I love it. I was just like, man, you need to send that video to Orange and just be like, hey man, throw some shit at us.
Right.
Like, look, this is perfect product placement. Like, it shows your rig close up so many times. And I was like,
dude, with that white orange cab, dude, it looks so
gorgeous.
tight.
Yeah, they're gorgeous. They really do look. It looks the part of fucking rock and roll. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
really
and that's like what we're trying to do more than anything. Like, we want to be a rock band.
Yeah.
You know, we really want to separate ourselves from. I mean,
like post-hardcore and all that.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Because it's just not where we want to be. We want to be on fucking radio festivals with like nothing more.
Well, and if you label yourself as one of these offbeat genres, you have just limited your audience, because
100%.
some people hear the term post-hardcore and immediately they're like, nope,
no, thank you. Exactly. So we want to be active rock, if anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but we do have a lot of like punk and like other alternative rock influence on our record as well.
Oh, well, that shines through, because Zach has a beautiful voice, but man, when he hits those dirty vocals, he gets down with it, and I'm just like,
yeah, dude,
yes, this is what I want. Like, that's the type of singer I am. I want someone that can sing like an angel and scream like a demon.
Exactly.
And Zach's got that balance.
Exactly, dude. He's not a one-trick pony.
No.
For any way.
Heck yeah.
So.
Well, brother, I thank you so much for calling in and doing this interview.
Of course, man. Of course.
I wish you. I always wish you the greatest success.
Yeah, and I really appreciate it, man. I think it's a good thing I'm keeping rolling with, and I'm just glad it's still going. You know.
Yes.
So,
I told you, I said in the message that I sent you the other day, I was like, this is where you belong.
I really think it is, man, and I really appreciate that.
All right, brother. Once again, Dakota Dufloth from Blindwish. Check them out on tour. Check out their album, Good Excuses, available from Rise Records. Anything else you want to throw out there, brother?
Where can we find you at on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram?
Facebook is just Dakota Dufloth. Twitter is Dakota Dufloth. Instagram's Dakota Dufloth. It's just
and you can search Blindwish, one word.
Blindwish is all one word.
Okay, we'll make sure to tag you. We'll make sure and tag everything for you in the show notes.
I've already been in touch with his band. I'm sending them the whole
Definitely.
show.
Yeah, we really appreciate you coming on, man. And thanks for sharing. Man. Thanks for sharing your story. Thanks for sharing your story with the listeners. It's interesting. I look forward to hearing more from Blindwish and you. Yeah.
Definitely.
Have fun on this upcoming tour, brother.
Ball out, bub.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity to come talk to you guys. I had a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, I'll stay in contact with you. You take care, man. Be safe out there.
Word. Sounds good, man. See you later.
Later, brother.
All right.
What a douche! No, I'm just kidding. It's just because he just got off the phone.
Right,
and I wanted to be a terrible
timing.
person. Yeah.
Perfect timing.
He's terrible.
Isn't he a great kid?
Yeah.
Like he's
what, 24?
Yeah,
23,
24, 25.
Yeah.
It's cool, man.
Yeah. Very, very level-headed.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
well spoken.
Yes. Yeah. He's not afraid to talk about whatever.
It's just that there's a distance thing where I was our generation that does long type road trips like that. He's talking about different apps. And that's just the state of where we're at today. Mm-hmm. That was just funny to me that he was talking about looking at Amazon and using hours of his time to do that when he could be reading or listening to audiobooks or doing anything like that. Those types of activities that he could have, and that's just where my mind went with it. But he's like, I got games on my phone and I got apps on my phone that I look at, and I'm fucking with Reddit and a bunch of people on Reddit.
You got to realize too, though, they're not just in a van. I mean, there's so much exhaustion that comes after a show.
Sure.
It's crazy.
Sure.
Like I can think about it right now, being on stage with Paradigm and Dionysus and all these bands that I've been in. After every show, you're just beat the fuck down, man,
mm-hmm.
and you don't even want anything that makes you have to think. You're just
beat down. But is that because of the lifestyle that you're living?
I'm pretty much straight edge, man. I barely drink. I don't do drugs.
Well, no, I mean, I don't mean in that regard. I just mean in the whole, from being, you're so active on stage for that hour and stuff, but then you don't have anything else so you didn't have anything else outside of that, healthy living wise, to keep your energy level.
That could have been for me. That could have
part of it.
But when I look at my other band members, who some of them were in really good shape, and they're you can just see they're physically exhausted and mentally exhausted. It drains you, even when you're on stage for 45 minutes to an hour. Mm-hmm. That hour just kicked your ass more than 3 straight days in the gym. Mm-hmm. I mean, it really does.
Oh yeah, I guarantee
pouring buckets of sweat.
Yeah, you're very much so.
I tested it once. I weighed myself before I got on stage one night and dropped 7 pounds in an hour performance.
That's easy.
Just from sweat.
Yeah, that's easy.
And it's one of those where when you get done screaming too, like especially singers, because you got to use your diaphragm. My ribs and obliques would just be on fire, and even trying to bend over to pick up something, you're not sure if you're standing back up.
Yeah.
Like it's like doing ab day over and over and over again.
And that's what I'm saying.
Love ab day.
Doing that stuff and not having some, because you've got to make it stronger. You got to be ready for that, and having an exercise regime outside of that that's, I'm sure that would help a lot.
Oh,
for
yeah,
people that
absolutely.
are on tour and stuff. You go work out and shit.
All right, we're going to take a quick break so you can take a piss.
Who's going to?
And we'll hear from Watch Talk Wrestling. We'll be right back.
Bam.
Are you feeling the effects of the PG era? Do you miss the beer drinking and middle fingers? There is a cure for you.
Watch Talk Wrestling!
This is Scotty Stevens.
And this is Blown Star.
We bring you all the action and drama of the Monday Night Wars.
WWF Monday Night Raw takes on WCW Monday Nitro from 20 years ago.
Interact with us on Facebook and Twitter.
Download us on Podbean, iTunes, and Stitcher.
Wow. Fucking really?
As soon as he hit play.
This motherfucker. Welcome back to the Bulldog Unchained podcast. I'm your host, the King of Villains, Bulldog Malenko, along with fucking Disastrous
We're still here.
sinus infection
We're still
Dave.
here.
Del Rio Day.
Nubsy Slow.
You sound like a drawer full of silverware.
All right. Right now, I do want to encourage everyone to go like us on our Facebook page. It is facebook.com/Bulldog Unchained. You can also find us on YouTube by searching Bulldog Unchained. Go to Twitter at BDog Unchained and on Instagram at Bulldog Unchained. You can interact with us on social media using the hashtag Bulldog Unchained. On the Facebook page this week, I posted quite a few topics that drew some pretty good interaction and engagement, and one of them I want to tackle right now is this social experiment.
Which one is it?
That I threw down. And what I did was I asked 3 questions, and then I asked for 3 adjectives to describe your answer.
Okay.
And the first question is, what is your favorite animal? And I explained, not your cat or dog or any other pet, but favorite animal in general. List 3 adjectives to describe this animal. Number 2, what is your favorite article of clothing? List 3 adjectives to describe this article of clothing. Number 3, what is your favorite body of water? List 3 adjectives to describe this body of water. And got some pretty interesting answers, but I'll explain what this is first of all. This is a Freudian subconscious test. And the first question is the answers that you give are how you view yourself. The second question about the article of clothing is how other people view you. And
What a dirt name.
Hold on. Wait.
And the third question, which is the body of water, is how you view sex.
Gushing.
Choppy.
So
Choppy.
let me see here if I can find good old Dirt Maps. If he,
I didn't answer.
You didn't, did
No.
you?
I didn't put my answer on this one.
But
Yeah,
grizzly bear is my favorite animal.
Okay.
And like savage as fuck is yeah.
Your article of clothing.
Savage. Well, it was my underwear. Yeah, it was, but you know.
So other people see you as a tight,
Well, like
loose.
No. It's like form fitting. You know,
So tight.
supportive.
Support. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, do you wear boxers or briefs though? This
Boxer briefs.
Yeah, me too. That's what I wear.
Yep.
I'm
Because I don't
boxer
want.
briefs.
Because I don't want to slap. I don't want to
Stick
leave
into
welts.
your thigh
I don't
and-
want to leave welts on my thigh.
Oh, Jesus
so
Christ.
I have to wear
Who's been hitting oranges?
Somebody's
against my kneecap?
optimistic. So some of these that I got, we'll check in with Christopher Howe here. He says
The PRO?
Yeah, the PRO.
What?
Christian Ryan. He's the king of. He said the lion for his animal. He's the king of the jungle. A beautiful animal. A legit badass. That's how he views himself. Yeah. His favorite article of clothing: basketball shorts. Comfortable. They aren't jeans. Easy to put on.
He's like, so wait. What
That's
is
how
it?
other people view him.
He's like, he's not jeans. So it's like, well, at least he's not.
He's not jeans.
I was thinking of like different races or genders, or like at least he's not a woman.
And then his body of water. He said the ocean. Well, that's kind of all encompassing.
His favorite body of water is the ocean.
Right. He didn't.
So he views
list
sex like an
specific-
idiot.
He throws hot dogs
He
in
said-
the water.
He doesn't know how
Hold
to
on.
follow directions
Hold on.
in the
Here's his
bedroom.
3
That's what it
adjectives.
is.
Hold on. Here's his 3 adjectives.
What
though.
do you mean I can't find the clitoris?
Here's his 3 adjectives. It's big. It's a sight to see. It's relaxing.
So the vaginal.
That's how he views sex.
That's how he views sex.
Okay.
Oh, he said the ocean was his favorite body of water.
Right.
It's a sight to see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying. Are
Okay.
you looking at the girl, though?
Haley Fawn. Haley Fawn entertained a lot of people because she had an autocorrect error in her animal, and it's fucking great. So her animal is dinosaur, specifically transvestite Rex.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. I saw that one.
Transvestite Rex. Fucking amazing. Roar. And her 3 adjectives are
fuck me.
her three adjectives are big head, little arms, loud. And that's how Haley Fawn views herself. Her article of clothing The transvestite Rex. God damn it.
Oh man, I thought she put that on purpose though.
Oh no, that's what
that's her favorite
autocorrected to her. Her favorite article of clothing is a hoodie, comfortable, cottony, hooded. So apparently that's how people view Haley Fawn, is comfortable, cottony, hooded. And then her favorite body of water is any body of water where I can see the bottom, clear, sharkless, wet.
So a bathtub.
That's how she views sex, clear, sharkless, wet.
Sharkless.
Which, if you think about it subconsciously, that could be
The reason why she enjoys your wang. Because it's definitely not a shark wang.
Oh, Jesus. No, like if you think about it, like when you think of a shark, you think of danger and like
STD.
Yeah, man. Like and so it's clear. No danger. Yeah, man. That's you all right there,
It
Dirt Nap?
sounds boring as fuck.
Oh my god. Dirt Nap's like any body of water that's glowing neon green.
Yeah, right.
That's where I'm gonna be. If it looks like a big bag of pus, I'm gonna dive right in.
I just want the red tide to come in. That's what I'm saying. No, I'm just kidding. I can't do that. That's not my thing. I can't mess around when the lady's experiencing her. Hey, nature.
What?
Yeah, I can't do it.
For real.
I don't. I just can't. It throws me off.
Oh man, I will navigate the Red Sea like a motherfucker.
I got my wet wings at least once or twice.
I don't mess around like that. I just don't. I'm not a big fan. It's not that I haven't before. It's just that I just don't prefer it. I don't really. I'm not a big fan. I can't get into. I just throw myself off mentally, and I've got to
automatic lube.
Yeah,
I get it, and it's I get that part, and it's warmer too. But I just.
See what I'm saying?
It's the
you're winning your own.
Really, it's just it's a mental thing, and I don't feel like
you don't feel sexy.
Dave doesn't like when he pulls out and his
sexy.
dick looks like a crime scene.
Yeah,
like
I mean, it's
like
already a murder weapon. I feel like I'm
Jesus.
I feel like I'm hurting her already. So I pull it out. I'm like, oh no, you're bleeding. Because every single time in my life, ever, for the history of forever, any other time that I've ever seen blood, you automatically stop and assess the situation. You're just like, okay, hold on a second. What's going on here? Why is this happening? Why are we doing this? Huh?
Are your molars okay?
No,
Are your molars okay? Is your esophagus bruised?
What's going on here?
Can you still talk?
Are you okay? What? Did I hurt you?
Do you need like wires for your mouth right now?
Right.
Because that's basically what Dirt Nap is saying. He'll shoot it through the inside and pop out.
Yeah, right. There needs to be a mesh cage.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Yeah, that's it. That's it, dude. The kidney shifter. Yeah, that's actually my fantasy football team name. The kidney shifter. Because I get them guts as I destroy you with my running back wide receiver tandems.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. No. So. To reiterate my original point, no to period sex. Yeah. No, I just don't do it. Even like in the shower, if it's like the last day and it's really light or something like that, in the shower I can do that. I can do that because I won't the water and I'm not paying attention. But then if I look down and I see that, it just throws me off mentally, and it fucks me up mentally. I know. I can't go to that. I can't access that retard part of the brain that you have to go to.
That retard part of the brain.
In order to
you
be
mean
like,
the primal?
Yeah, that's it. That's what I meant to say, not the retard part. Retard's bad. That's not a good word to say.
It's about primal, man. It's
primal.
just
that's what I'm saying. I can't get to that part.
I'm pretty sure that's where I reside.
Yeah.
What about eating the ass out?
What?
Just eat the ass out.
Whenever the vagina's bloody?
Yeah, well, not when it's bloody. I mean, that's when you just take her to the doctor if she's on a period.
That's
then you just eat the ass out.
What?
When she's on her period?
Have you done that before?
No.
You would have tried.
Nah.
Man, it's like sriracha on the back end. That's all it is. Man, you gotta like.
Dave's not tongue in the duty dungeon.
Not whenever there's period. I've done it before. I'm just not a big fan. I mean, that's just not my thing. It's not a big. I mean, I've done it. I've done it, but I just don't.
Anal sex altogether.
Yeah, I like vaginas.
Try to put it in the ear or something. Try something different.
Ear sex.
Yeah.
Fucking Family Guy.
Fucking Family Guy.
It ain't fitting in the ear.
Lube right there, Dave.
Nope.
You never know.
Still not.
Dirt nap. I'm telling you.
Nope.
Let's try.
I'll be busting eardrums all over the place.
Oh,
You could call it
God.
the eardrum buster then.
Yeah, no.
So the kidney shift.
No.
You wanna hear me
The kidney's way further away than the eardrum is. My name for it right now is way more intimidating than the eardrum buster.
That's a kidney shift. Like,
It's way better.
the stomach pump.
Yeah, right.
That's what it's called.
Stupid.
So,
dumb.
another thing that I posted was I put up a poll and I asked which of
Did you
these
hang a
songs.
flag from? Oh, that kind of poll.
No, Dave, not your fantasizing over there.
Yeah.
Fucking polls.
Did you watch me?
No, I asked which of these songs is more iconic, and I think it really did come down to age.
Yeah.
It really did. But I asked between The Humpty Dance by Digital Underground and Baby Got Back by Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Baby got back.
And
all day.
Baby
day.
Got Back won 58%
day.
to 42%.
That was close.
But, I mean, it kind of breaks my heart a little bit because The Humpty Dance is just
It's a
way
jam.
better.
That's a jam, too.
When you hear that, oh, do me, baby.
Do the Humpty Hump. Come on, do the Humpty Hump.
This is a tort society
All
we're
right,
in
stop
now.
what you're doing because I'm about to ruin the image and
Yeah, I
style
get
that you
it.
used to.
His voice was great.
Oh,
I
so
did.
fucking good.
Yeah, but Baby Got Back.
Just in case you missed it, I'm the one that said, just grab him in the biscuit.
That bounce in his voice, it
Dude,
was so much
yes.
fun. It was
And the big nose that he wore and all
Yeah.
that. Oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah.
That guy was great.
They were so good. Tupac was a
backup
backup
Digital
dancer
Underground.
for Digital Underground.
He used to do ballet at Juilliard.
Mm-hmm.
The Humpty
crazy.
Dance. It's your chance to do the hump.
Humpty, baby.
Yeah, that was the jam.
Do the Humpty Hump.
But Baby Got Back, that was the fucking song. At least around my house, it
Well,
was.
yeah, but the funny thing is, a lot of people don't know this, but Sir Mix-a-Lot, like, that was his radio jam. Like, that's pretty much all most people know of
Yeah,
him.
That's all I know.
Sir Mix-a-Lot was cold as fuck. He had songs like Testarossa, where he just basically goes gear through gear, and he's speed rapping it. Now, at the time that the song came out, this was early 90s, it was the fastest rap that had been done at that time.
Wiki.
And aside from that, he had songs like Lockjaw, which was also kind of a speed rap thing where he's talking about, I'm giving MCs lockjaw, talking about how no one could keep up with him. And I mean, he was absolutely correct.
Wow.
And then
Never knew that.
my favorite song by him is called Your New God. And it's about people being hooked on cocaine. And the song starts out and it goes, oh, and the whole premise of the song is, I'm your new God. You can call me cocaine. Oh, and he talks about this girl getting strung out and like how,
favorite song,
and
yeah.
how, oh, dude, it's great.
love
And
it.
he talks about this girl, how she needs him and she'll never abandon him. And no matter what, like, she'll forsake everyone else for him. And it's just, it is sinister as
That
fuck.
makes me think about my times with it. I brought a female home.
Cocaine.
Yeah, I
is a
brought
hell
a
of a
female.
drug.
I brought a female home from the adult club that I was working at. Speaking of, she left her eyebrows on my pillow.
How?
Because they were drawn on, and she slept over at my house, and she woke up.
So
she
you had
didn't
a
have
mean
fucking-
pillow?
She had fucking no. She had her eyebrows were drawn on, and I didn't realize that because of
They
the
were so
lighting.
done good, yeah.
The lighting. It was because it was dark, and this bitch probably hadn't been outside. She'd been working in strip clubs for probably the last 6 or 7 years of her life.
Hadn't been out in daylight.
So she hadn't been out in fucking sun, and so her dark eyebrows was like, all right, that's cool, whatever. We came home, we came to the house, we did our whatever, and went to bed. And then the next morning we woke up, and it looked like her forehead started at her nose, because she didn't have fucking
There was
eyebrows.
no divider.
There was nothing there.
There was no blockage.
Nothing.
Like Java.
Where the fuck did they go? And I just looked at her fucking, and what her eyebrows, she had 2 little strips of hair like on each one, and it looked like the exact opposite of Grandpa Munster. Like, if you can think of Grandpa Mustard's eyebrows, like the exact opposite of that. There was like 2 of them. They were there. They were just sparse. They were looking that she missed because she drew them fucking on, and then I had to take her somewhere, and you could just see like she was sitting in my truck, and the sun was coming through the windows, and she was just like, ew. Yeah, it was just like, ugh.
When you said the forehead started, I started thinking about George Lucas and how his mouth and his sternum connect, and there's no like neck in between that area.
Yeah,
like, he's like Jabba the Hutt, like he was the clay model was George Lucas.
I don't know. My Chewbacca impression and my Jabba the Hutt impression are pretty good.
Chewbacca?
Yeah, my Chewbacca impression.
Never heard it.
You've never heard my Chewbacca impression?
Never.
You want to?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Let me do it for you.
Subtitles.
Best you've ever heard, right?
Yeah, pretty good. I like
Totally.
it. I liked it.
Fucking spot on.
I thought he was in the room.
I thought he was, man.
I was like,
I was about to
everybody
look for Han Solo.
Yeah.
Han Solo? Where you at?
Han. Sriracha.
Motherfucker.
Tomato.
It's nothing but red fucking mustard.
When you called it red mustard, I about died.
That's good.
I was like, what the fuck?
That was funny.
Fuck that bullshit red mustard. Get this shit out of here.
Go home. Who loves this as much as me? I was like, you motherfucker, you did not put sriracha on the fucking...
I did.
Fuck, oh, I hate it.
It got some reactions,
It
too.
did. I was like, oh, I love it. Terry Prickham, though, she was like, she got my back.
Yeah.
Know how terrible it was? She's talking about that? I didn't see that forum. Or, I didn't see. Are you guys talking about a post?
Yeah, it was on the Bulldog Unchained Facebook page.
Cool.
She gave me a thumbs up, like, he knows what he's talking about. I was like, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like, yeah.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. I'm involved with it, but I just had such a hectic week at work this week. I was, and I've just been really trying, and I know that the majority of our action happens during those types of hours, during retail hours. So that's where the majority of people are on Facebook because they're at work, and I've just been doing a lot of personal development and product training and product knowledge type stuff, learning the new cars that are coming out because all the 18s are on the lot, and I'm catching myself telling people
get those new perks ready.
Yeah. The little subtle little trim level changes and things like that. I'm
nuances.
I'm pretty. I want to be knowledgeable about it. I don't. Want
This
you to
was a
have to go
pretty
to
big
anybody
week.
else.
This was a pretty big week for our social media.
It was.
They went crazy.
I've been on it with the videos.
Mm-hmm.
The videos seem to be drawing good
That
reactions.
fucking aluminum foil.
Yeah.
Do you like that?
The aluminum hat was fucking great.
He's on the Bulldog.
Yeah.
Oh,
see
shit,
that.
I just saw it.
Yeah.
Did you like the transition of no hat to hat?
Yeah,
Just how it just fucking appeared.
I was like, where the fuck did the hat come from?
It was good. I did enjoy it.
Yeah. That was a good one.
Yeah, 31 subscribers on YouTube. I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
It's jumped up like in 2 weeks. It fucking-
Right? Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yay!
And then
Yay! We
the
appreciate
video,
it.
the video that I did of Love Your Haters,
Yeah.
I went ahead and took out a Facebook ad for that, and just in the first day yesterday, it's already got us like 12 new page likes, a ton more downloads on the show, like the actual show, and the video itself it's got to be over 200 likes now.
Wow.
So
It's fantastic.
The love
Yeah.
you hate me, love your haters.
Love Your Haters.
Damn,
Yeah.
son. Well, I looked at it.
Not
Oh,
on YouTube, but like the post on Facebook has
Oh.
over 200 likes.
Oh, okay.
So
I knew it had like at least
That's
7 when
true.
I liked it.
That's the truth.
I wasn't.
That's the truth. Yeah.
it's pretty sweet. Just we're chipping away at it, boys. We're chipping away.
Like
Cool.
miners in the
We're
gold field.
doing that growth.
Like, you know, you gotta shake the pan to get the gold to fall out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like he's over there jerking off.
I know.
Feeding the geese.
Just letting it go.
Feeding the geese. Yeah.
I'm way the fuck out here. It's that dirt nap dick. That's what that is.
He knows. What's that on your shoulder?
Are you carrying sandbags? Nope, just my dick.
This is my dick. No. It's so unimpressive. So unimpressive.
I also I posted something else this week that seemed to have a good reaction to it. The Throwback Thursday, where
The
I did the
90s
Bulldog
list?
Unchained 90s
the 90s,
playlist.
Yeah, it was fun.
man.
It took me back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cumbersome. The Stone Temple Pilots, that was my jam. I fucking loved Stone Temple Pilots. Creep, fucking Interstate Love Song.
The one thing I love about the video for Creep, the video is different from the album version.
Yeah.
Because the album version, this one, and it's only different in one part, and it goes, I think you're kind of neat, then she tells me I'm a creep. Friends don't mean a thing. Guess I'll leave it up to me, yeah. But in the video, he goes, I think you're kind of neat. Then she tells me I'm a creep. I love that.
That's
like it's
so good.
Like he put
It's
like that's
so
the
good.
only part of the song that transitions like that. And
That song spoke to me. I just as soon as I heard it, it
Yep.
just reached right in and fucking grabbed a hold of
That
my fucking
chorus.
heart. Yeah, dude.
take time with a wounded hand, 'cause it likes to heal.
And see, I couldn't identify with the brevity of the song originally.
Oh, see, I
as a
did,
young
man.
But I was a young
Oh,
boy. I was a
you're younger
boy
than
when I was a boy when that song came out.
When that came out, I was
But
14. That was
I knew,
freshman year.
I
and
knew that it was heavy. I knew that it meant something I had no concept of. I had no idea about that. The type of struggle that he went through. I didn't know. I realized that conflict was there, and I gravitated towards it. It just spoke to me. It really.
Do you realize
STP
that an album
did that to me?
That album, Core, their first album,
It was so fucking good.
that an album like that can probably never come out. Like probably won't be released, or even if it does come out, it's going to be swept under immediately. Because do you know what that entire album's about? It's glorifying date rape.
Nah.
The whole thing, man. Like, yes. All like,
Plush.
I said you shouldn't have worn a dress. I know you want what's on my mind. I know you like what's on my mind. I know it eats you up inside. I know you know. And in that song he goes, I said I'm gonna get next to you. You wouldn't want me have to hurt you too. Hurt you too. Yeah, dude, the whole fucking album is let me run through your wicked garden. That's the place to find you. I'm gonna burn you alive now out of the chains that bind you. Like basically against her will.
That
like
album was that was a great album.
Beast.
That album as a debut album, and I think Rage Against the Machines.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Their first album.
Dude, when the first time I heard Bulls on Parade, I was like, this is way different.
You remember it was a buzz clip? No, it wasn't Bulls on Parade. It was Freedom. Freedom.
That and Guerrilla Radio.
Yeah.
Guerrilla Radio is one of those nasty
That
songs.
was two. Yeah, that was a couple of albums later, but I think that was on Battle of Los Angeles. But yeah, that fucking first album. I saw a video of a guy that was a hip hop. He was a very passionate hip hop music
Lover.
Yeah, he was a big fan of hip hop music, and he had never heard of Rage Against the Machine. And he vlogged himself listening to it on his commute home, the hour and 15 minutes that he had to come home. And he lost his fucking mind. He's like, "Oh my god, this is so fucking good!" And he's like, "This is like Public Enemy." And he just by the second or third song on that album, he's losing his mind. He's like, "You guys, this is some deep shit. When did this come out? Oh my god, I can't believe that I have not known about this. It came out 25 fucking years ago." Yeah. It's so Rage Against the Machine's debut album was fantastic.
Oh.
It lit the world on fire.
They came out and they punched the entire music industry in the face.
Yeah, they really did.
And
it was ahead of its
and
time.
they gave
And
they gave no apologies for it.
You know who else's album was
Do
way
you
ahead
know
of its time?
pop quiz? Do you know who the original lead singer of Rage Against the Machine was?
No, Maynard.
Yes,
It was.
It
I knew
was.
that Maynard.
and
James
he
Keenan
left
was,
because he felt he couldn't be political enough all the time in his songs.
Mhm.
So he left, and they got Zach.
Yeah.
and Zach just knocked it out of the park.
Yeah,
The
I knew
funny
that
thing
those
is,
two
though,
came from Illinois. They came from Illinois to LA together.
the funny thing is that Perfect Circle made one of the most heavily political songs we've ever heard.
Yeah,
Pet,
yeah.
like anti-government, anti-establishment. It's fucking amazing.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so I'm thinking about doing that every week for Throwback Thursday. I'm gonna put together a 20-song playlist from back in the day. Like sometimes I might do hair metal, or like new wave, like 80s new wave.
Or just an alternative
Yeah,
one,
alternative playlist.
Or with Soundgarden, Melvins, fucking Alice in
Dude,
Chains.
the Melvins.
Yeah, dude.
They're so fucking great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Otis Redding.
Yeah, he's alternative as fuck. Sitting on the dock of the bay.
Wasting time.
So I'm not really gonna read the answers to this one too, but I also asked a question, and I'm gonna have you guys answer. But I made another post about if you could go back and change one decision in your life that you feel would alter your path, like would have altered your path completely. What is it?
You want to go first? Or?
Go ahead.
I probably would have just started doing comedy earlier and not hit 21 and go full force with the alcohol. Just like cut that shit out and just start doing comedy more and then sipping lean and smoking weed more.
Dirt Nap headbanging on the mic.
Dirt Nap likes that answer. Right. But yeah, that's it. Started earlier.
That was the
comedy.
gong of approval.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. I really, it's hard for me to pick one thing. There's so many dumb things that I did.
Can you pinpoint them back to one that you think though was a pivotal moment?
No. It was a mindset. It was a mindset thing that caused me to get into my fucking fuckery. That's what it was. It was the power of choice. It was the freedom, my ultimate freedom to do whatever the fuck. And what I worried about was the weekend, or what I worried about, what I made the most important was the most important thing. It was always that.
Yeah.
It was always that. And I got into stupidness because of it. Nothing that was productive or anything like that. But without all of that, I wouldn't be who I am now. And that's the thing, because I am fulfilled. I'm so happy right now. And life is great. And life is only going to continue to get better, in my opinion. This journey is just starting. But I needed all of those. I needed all of that to happen. All of that failure, all of that ignorance, all of that depression, all of that abuse, and all of that, everything that I've been through up to this point. I've needed all of that stuff in order to recognize the greatness, the beauty in life that I have now. Everything that I've got now, I take it. I have so much more gratitude for it.
That's where I'm at. I had the whole week to contemplate this and what my answer would be, and the more I thought about it, the more I thought about that, the more all I could think about was this show and what we're doing right now. And I'm like, if I went back and changed one little thing, it would knock me off of the path to here.
Exactly.
And what we're doing right now. And I'm like, man, yes, there were some heinous things that happened in my life to me. I made terrible mistakes on my own. I have multiple failures. But again, like I made that video about, embracing failure, celebrating failure. And now I look back on my life and I'm like, everything I did has led me to this point and made me the person that I am today, so that I can do this and put this product out there and try to build this brand with you guys, and now, thinking back on it now with a clear focus, I wouldn't change a single thing just to ensure that I can end up right here.
Mm-hmm. And that's my thing on it. I don't give time to regret. My time is spent better on,
because you can't change it.
Exactly.
Right.
So what the fuck are we even sitting on it? What's the point of even sitting with that at all?
Yeah.
That's why it's so hard for me to come up with an answer, because there's 100 things that I could have fucking not done.
But we have different mentalities
1,000 things that I could have
the
not
majority
done.
of people.
Yeah.
You ask the majority of people
things.
what their regrets are, they will give you a laundry list.
Why didn't I actually, what was it about pro wrestling that I went away from when I was 15 or 16? Why did you let yourself wait until you were 24 to get in the Army? Why did you fuck off your scholarship at Arkansas State? You had a full ride. I had a full fucking academic ride to a state college. I mean, it's Arkansas. I mean, it's still.
But still.
They were paying for it.
Yeah.
They were paying for the whole thing. And I fucked it off. I looked for an excuse. September 1st or September 11th happened. And I was just like, that's a good enough reason. I don't have to. What the fuck's the point for going to class now? I was chasing a piece of dumb ass around. And I was dumb. I was just dumb. I didn't.
But
have
again, all of those things.
I didn't have
led you
anybody
to
kicking me
here.
in the ass. I didn't have anybody at home kicking me in the ass, at all. My mother was busy dealing with her own shit. My dad was out fucking. I have no idea. We didn't talk at that time because he was dealing with his own shit. So they were both still coming into their own, finding their path, and so I didn't have anybody to show me my way because they had shitty fucking examples, and that's a whole lot of everything else. Anybody out there that's I don't have kids. I don't know the best way, but I do know a way is to show and be an example for whoever it is that you have influence over. If somebody looks at you and you're their fucking leader, fucking lead them by example. You know what I did?
Speaking of leading by example, I do want to touch real quick about people are going to notice that we opened the show with a comedic fake ad instead of "You are the motherfucking Antichrist." And the reason why is because this past week is the first time and the only time I've ever felt embarrassed about someone listening to my show in front of me. And it's someone who is a regular listener. So even when they heard it, they're used to hearing it.
Yeah.
But they played it in front of me because I was telling them about the show with Brent and all of the information and knowledge he was dropping for everybody. And as soon as I heard the show start with "You are the motherfucking Antichrist," I cringed. I literally was like, that's not what this show is anymore. It's not. Like, we still have jackassy good times and fun and crack jokes on each other and bust each other's balls. But
that's the most important part still to me.
Yeah, the body of the show is still the same, but the head has evolved.
Yeah.
Like, the mindset has evolved. We've grown together. I've grown. And I realized that needed to go away.
Sure.
It's just, and I'm never going to edit the old shows. I'm not going to take it out. It needs to stay there because people need. I feel that it's important for this brand for people to be able to go back in the archives and be like, wow, listen to this show when it first started. It was a train wreck. It's a train wreck of debauchery and foolishness and just outright dumbassery, minus a few deep conversations here and there that are sprinkled throughout. But other than that, it was just, I mean, I listen to it now and I'm like, God damn, this would make frat boys cringe. But now I listen to the shows and I enjoy listening to them all the way through when I'm reevaluating them because I forget half the shit we talked about, all the time. But
where are we at?
Yeah.
Episode 84.
Oh, shit.
Episode 84.
Right.
It's crazy.
I'm right there. As far as that part we were at talking about
just making peace, like with you can acknowledge all of the shit that happened, but you then also have to evaluate the person that you are, and if you're happy being the person that you are now. Now, granted, all three of us know that we have improvements to make, and we can improve ourselves daily.
What do you do to give yourself a checkup from the neck up? What do you do precisely to give yourself that accountability? What do you do? What do you take out of your day? How do you do that?
For me, right now, day to day is business wise for the show. It's looking at, man, did I put enough content out? Because I know that content gets lost in the feeds and stuff like that. And did I put enough content out? And of the content that I put out, how good was the engagement? And this week, I'm really like, this is the first week that I've ever really hammered it like this, and I am really happy with the results, with what's happening. But at the same time, I know this is just one little flat Lego brick, and I'm building a fucking staircase.
Right.
So I got to keep laying bricks down, laying bricks down, laying bricks down.
Continuity, man.
Yeah.
That's.
Man. I thought we keep good with the continuity.
Yeah.
Continuous.
And then, well, from a personal standpoint, it's making sure that I hold off until noon before I eat, which now...
So you're still doing the intermittent fasting?
Every day. And now, most days,
Okay.
it is literally 4, 5, 6 o'clock before I eat. And I stop
in the
eating.
evening?
Mm-hmm. And then I stop at 10 o'clock.
Oh, that's yeah. You shouldn't do a 20-hour fast every day. That's not.
You got to realize though, with my job, there are days I can't help that.
I mean, you better. I mean, you get a fucking banana in between holding the cup or whatever the fuck you're doing, juicing dudes.
Juicing dudes.
Yeah, get you. Fuck that, dude. Eat. You've got to eat. If you don't eat, what'll happen is your body will turn everything to fat anyway. If you only eat like one meal a day, even with intermittent fasting, you've still got to eat a bunch of times in that time period. You have to. Otherwise, because what happened in I'll use this for a perfect example. Holocaust survivors, kids from the Holocaust. Whenever they got older, they were a lot more susceptible to heart failure and to
Look, I'm doing
they were susceptible to heart failure and heart disease and things of that nature. And the reason for it was because of their body's proliferation. It was they went towards storing everything as fat because of only getting fed one time a day. If your body's in that starvation mode all of the time, it's going to turn everything into fat. So everything's fat. Even I don't know very many husky Jewish people from that time period. I never did, but a lot of those people that lived in those concentration camps, because they only ate once a day, suffered from heart disease because everything is stored as fat whenever you only eat once a day. It has to store it that way. Because if you eat that one big meal a day that's 1,500 calories or 1,600 calories, your body has to digest it instead of having the time throughout the day to digest it. And so it's all at once, and you're just throwing it all, you're all piling it on one time. And what's happening is, it's like trying to eat a whole box of cereal with one bowl. With like one bowl of cereal, you're trying to pour a whole box in at once. A lot of shit's going to fall off the side. And your body stores that shit as fat. So it's important to you've got to interval it out, man. I'm very happy for you that you're still doing the intermittent fasting. But
then what I need to do is set some alarms on my phone.
Dude, I'm telling you, write it down.
Because
write
now
what
I've
you
also
want to
found
change.
I can't eat that much now.
Yeah,
I can't. Like my stomach,
What
I
you
feel
wanna
it shrinking.
change.
I got full.
You write it down.
The last time that I went to the Chinese place,
Crazy
normally
buffet, you're the reason they fucking got closed down, didn't you? You farted on the seat and just sent it over the top. Sent it over the top.
Normally for me, when I'm there, normally for me to eat 2 plates of food, nothing.
Yeah, sure.
Dude, I literally, I went and got 1 plate of food, and I ate it, and I sat there for about 5 minutes just messing around with my phone before I got up to go get, and when I felt like, okay, I'm going to go get another plate of food, I was just like, I don't have any room, man. I'm full.
Yeah, that's good.
Fuck.
See, that's what I'm saying.
And so I know that my stomach now is starting to close in on itself a little bit.
Couple of pieces of advice as far as having your mentality towards consuming food is the intermittent fasting. You make sure you've still got to eat intervally, 1, 2, 3, 4 times at least in that 8 hours. If you're eating from 12 until 8, right?
Mine's 12 to 10.
12 to 10. Okay,
Yeah.
so 12 to 10.
Fast for 14.
So at least 4 times in that. At least 4 times in that time frame. You need to make sure to eat and write it down. If you want to hold yourself accountable and you want to change a habit, write that habit down. And don't just do it. Don't just write it down on that front page. Keep a daily journal if you want to. This is for a habit change. This is to commit yourself to a lifestyle change. With this diet, what you need to do is write it down. Write it down. Okay, eat at 2, eat at 3, eat at 4, eat at 5. Figure out when you've got 3 minutes to get some food in you, because that's all it takes. And prepare. If you don't have time to heat something up,
do weekly meal
raw fucking vegetables, man.
Yeah.
Raw fucking it.
Oh, raw potatoes are fucking
Potatoes are bad for you.
No, well, you can
starch.
eat as long as you eat them at the beginning of the day. They're fine. I'm talking about eating raw broccoli, raw carrots, or something. A snack, some fruit, a couple of pieces of fruit, anything like that. A protein bar,
protein shake.
a protein shake.
Which I mean,
anything like that.
if I do like if I do the steamed or roasted vegetables, I don't mind when they've been put back in the fridge in a container, and I take that with me. If I'm eating them cold, I don't care.
Okay, well
Like
then do that.
yeah.
Then you don't have that. There's no reason then. There's no reason. You're just sitting here. You're saying it yourself that it's. That,
Oh yeah, no, it was just me. Like there were some days where I would just. I'm on my way home after I dropped the package off the FedEx, and I'm like, I haven't fucking eaten today.
Yeah,
and it's
so that's
6
not
o'clock.
good. You've got to make that important. You've got to make that nutrition important, and you've got to make that that it's got to be at the front of your mind.
But I feel good. Like I
yeah.
feel really good.
You brush your teeth every day, right?
Yeah.
Why?
Keep them healthy.
You do okay.
Stinky breath.
Why do you? If you didn't, why do you do? Do you wipe your ass when you're done shitting?
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
Because I don't want to poop in my underwear.
Okay. Fucking eat. It's just that it's that fucking important. Why do you fucking wipe your ass? Why do you brush your teeth?
Poop in
You
underwear.
have to fucking eat just as much as you have, and you need to eat good food just as much as you don't fucking just take one little sheet of toilet paper with your finger, run it through once,
roll
roll it through there,
the sheet up,
roll it
and
through there once, and then hope for the best. All right,
that's that
this is
plug-in.
going to be the rest of my day now. No,
That's
don't
how you
do
end
that.
up with itchy butt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
end
want
up with
that.
itchy butt, and you're the smelly guy.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
want to be another one of those. You don't want to be the smelly kid in class. You know?
No, you don't want to smell like you look like you smell like
you
pee. Yeah.
That's how you dry sticky.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No.
You don't want to be that person.
That
So
hand
that's
is
you do
wet
that
as
because
shit.
you do that because that's what you do, and you don't have to tell yourself to do. You don't have to tell yourself to brush your teeth, right? It's because you don't even think about it. You just do it. You just do it. It's just routine. It's just something that's automatic. That should be how eating is for you. You got to make it that important.
Like you
can't
notice too, and I made the decision. I was like, you know what? I don't want to completely eliminate juice.
I knew it was coming.
Fuck
to
Dave.
you.
Fuck Dave. But I have limited my intake to a gallon a week, and if I run out early in the week, tough shit. But if I can stretch it, and usually when I do it is when I'm eating, I'll have a glass with a meal. Fuck you.
What's
and
Florida gonna do? What's Florida gonna do?
They're
You're
gonna go
only
out of
drinking a
business
fucking
eventually.
gallon a week now.
But hey, look, Dave, you can shit on it all you want, but for me, that's a huge step, and
It
it's
is.
something that I don't want to give up completely.
All right.
But I feel that cutting down from pretty much a gallon of juice a day
Do you
down to a gallon
all
a
right,
week.
If you
And
do
I-
that, are you eating sweets and all that shit still any?
No, I don't.
You
I don't eat candy. I haven't
Okay,
forever.
pastries?
No.
What are some of your other?
No bread, man. I can't. No.
All right. What about?
Do you want to know what I eat? No joke.
Yeah.
You want to know what I ate all this week?
Sure.
Roasted Brussels sprouts,
sounds
salmon, pork steaks. Anything that gets fried in EVOO or coconut oil.
Okay.
That's it.
Cool.
Oh, and I ate some cashews.
All right. All right, Tim.
That's it. That's what I eat.
All right.
So I think that me making room for a gallon of
That's
juice
your
a
cheat.
week.
That's your cheat.
Yeah.
That's your cheat.
And
You can have it.
like I said, if I were to drink that whole gallon in the first 2 days of the week, well, I'm shit out of luck until the next week.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it. That's it. Or I can space that gallon out and have like a good sized glass of juice with a meal.
Mm-hmm.
8 ounce glass. Boom.
Mhm.
One a day.
Yeah, it's only like 36 oranges.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Shut up.
I got V8. You know what I mean? I like V8 splash.
Yeah.
And water and shit. Sometimes a Mountain Dew.
Hell yeah. No, it's not that I don't eat bad shit. I had this cheesecake dip last night. It was fucking great.
Let me correct myself.
Great.
I did have some of Haley Fawn's pizza the other night, which that was awful.
See?
That was awful.
What pizza was it from?
Hetty's.
That's the best pizza.
No, Marco's is the best pizza.
And it was
What?
it was double.
Marco's. Is that the place that's next to fucking Family Video?
Yeah.
You got your goddamn Little Caesar eating, loving mine, motherfucker. Gross.
Great.
Ugh.
Have you not had their wings? and fucking
Hey,
breads? Oh
you know
my
what I
God.
can say about any pizza place?
Oh, so great.
It's not Papa John's. At least it's not
Ugh.
Papa John's.
That is gross.
Papa
John's
John.
is
By the
worst.
way, I want to talk about that real quick. Papa John is blaming the whole NFL boycott on their sales going down, and I would just like to say to you, Mr. Papa John, whatever your fucking name is.
Cabrisi.
Yeah, sure. No, your lack of sales comes from your shitty fucking pizza.
And your terrible service.
Yeah, your pizza sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck the shitty service.
Domino's
People
is better.
Little Caesars is better.
Yeah, and wait, Mama Roma's is the shit though.
No, dude. You need to get down some Fat Boys
Fat Boys.
Headies.
and Headies. Those are the two best.
Headies
Which-
is expensive though.
Yeah,
It is, but
okay.
it's worth it.
What the fuck, dude? You gonna think you're gonna drive a fucking Pinto for the price of a Ferrari?
Yeah.
Or I mean the other way around?
Wait.
That's
Shit,
what I
hold
mean.
on.
You were gonna drive a Ferrari for the price of a Pinto?
I hear you bitching at me on my right side, but I hear you in my left ear. Hold on.
Okay.
All right.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
All right,
You
go.
can't. That's quality.
Well,
You're gonna pay for it.
Marco's
The
is
law
great.
of business.
So, but yo, man, it's so expensive for no
Marco's
reason.
is great.
Yes.
Marco's is great.
Yeah.
Like sandpaper is great for being toilet paper.
Well,
Marco's is no, dude. It's
If you want to
not.
clean out the other
No,
from,
it's, you might as well be
you
buying
want hair on
notebook,
the ass or no hair on the
notebook
ass?
paper. Notebook paper. That's what you're doing. You're buying notebook paper because it's the cheapest solution to your fucking paper needs.
No,
Wipe your
no,
ass. I gotta wipe my nose with some fucking wide ruled.
Like, if I gotta take notes while I'm in the bathroom, I want notebook paper.
Yeah, I understand that, but that's to take notes.
You know the
It's better
poster
for that.
boards? Poster board? It's like wiping your ass with that.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
You're just
There
smearing.
it goes.
You're not doing.
You're
it.
just smearing.
Marco's pizza is
got
terrible
Charmin.
pizza.
Exactly.
Dude.
Why do you buy Charmin?
Because I just like this.
Because it's
for
like
it.
it's like
It's the
wiping
soft
your
stuff,
ass with
right?
a cloud, right?
Yeah.
It's the
It
soft
feels
stuff.
wonderful.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
great.
But
and you're willing to pay the little extra for Charmin over
That's my body. I
Walmart's
want to treat
fucking.
my body like a
Exactly.
temple.
well, you're out there eating garbage fucking pizza.
Right. Well, Marco's is not
Trash.
garbage.
It's trash
not Papa
pizza.
John's.
It's
At least
a
it's not
hot
fucking Papa
pile
John's.
of garbage
Bitches
on
about
a
NFL.
piece of dough.
Dude, have you had their wings? Have you had like just? Oh my god! Have
Right
you,
now, he's comparing heroin to meth.
God,
That's what he's doing.
I gotta stop talking with my
Nah,
hands.
dude.
There it goes. All right, I'm gonna fold my hands up. All right, now I'm in a serious mode. All right,
He's comparing.
He's ready to
fucking-
defend his Marcos.
He's comparing
Exactly.
porterhouses to liver and onions.
Right.
I can't eat liver and onions though. I'm not Doug Funny, huh?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Fucking porterhouse steak with a T-bone on the side with a piece of chicken.
Well, then you're not eating Marcos.
That's what.
I
Yeah,
love
Marco's is fucking liver and onions, dude.
Nah, my head is
Yeah.
so expensive.
Well, so is a porterhouse compared to liver and onions.
Yeah, but I don't know about that.
That's what I tell
Oh
people
my
when they
God.
come in. I'm like, hey, you know,
You can have a
this-
Toyota.
the last thing,
or Lexus.
yeah. Or no. You can have a anything else going up and down the road, or you can have a this.
I'd rather have everything else.
Yeah, I know, and that's fine if that's what. If you don't want to,
Let me get a moped.
You want
Fuck
to
that Camry.
sacrifice. You want to sacrifice. Yeah, you know, I understand. That Camry's clean though.
I can't. It looks decent.
It's fucking nice. That
Look,
SE Camry, man, that's
Look,
fucking sharp.
the
dude.
blue one. I
Yeah.
seen the blue one.
Oh yeah, dude, that's sapphire blue or whatever they're using.
That's
now.
fucking sick.
Yeah,
That's
Hold
fucking
on.
it's a good
sick.
color.
Yeah, I sold one yesterday. Hold on, just
fucking
a
sick.
It's
second.
fucking legit.
I do like that one. I'm not gonna fucking lie. But it's that color though that sets it off.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Hold on a second. It's
Maybe
in
spend the extra few $100
Yeah.
for a skirt kit for it,
Oh, that'd be nice.
or a body,
Dude,
just
a
a
little
body
body
kit.
kit.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Front grill, back grill, fucking
Yeah.
side skirts.
Yeah.
Put a little.
saying.
Oh, that sounds. Put some like 20s on it or 18s, black rims with some tint.
Yep.
Man, throw the.
Just a second. I gotta find my
That's-
shit here.
But yeah, like when it comes to my diet, I think that I've made the changes necessary now. Now I feel like I'm not exhausted every day, so I feel like I'm ready to go back to the gym.
Oh,
Yeah.
And that's what I was working toward, like getting my eating habits corrected to where I didn't feel like shit all the time after
Uh-huh.
I eat. And now I think I'm to that point where I'm ready to go back to the gym.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah. What time you gonna go? Like nights or days or?
It'll probably be when I get off work.
go
I don't know.
like
I've
every morning.
contemplated like I have to be up at 6 to get ready for work, and I've contemplated possibly trying to shift my sleep schedule instead of midnight to 6 to 10 to 4. Get up at 4, go to the gym, come home, take a shower, be ready to start everything at 6 o'clock for
And
work.
The Rock wakes up at 4 for his gym.
Yeah, it does. It's the most productive hour of the day. 4 o'clock is. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
all. You have to. That's the only way to get it done, man.
The
That's
best.
the only way. You have to do it when other people aren't. That's
Best,
what me and Brent were talking about last week. That half the people are like, how do you, whenever, that's what, they'll ask you why you're doing it at first, and then they'll ask you how you're doing it at the end.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah,
Once you get it, I got people coming to me all the time. Man, you lost so much weight. How'd you do it? They don't want to hear it though.
Oh yeah. Oh, dude, I know that from when I did the Bulldog transformation in 2014, dropping 73 pounds in 6 months. Oh, everybody wants to know the how. Nobody wants to fucking do it.
Yeah.
When I told them, I was like literally,
the same thing.
Eating right, busting my ass 6 days a week in the gym.
Yeah.
For no less than an hour a day. So that's 6 hours a week in the gym, and some days we're an hour and a half to almost 2 hours, which I consider to be too excessive. Like there comes a point in your workout where you're it's no longer conducive. You may still be able to do some things, but you're not getting true results at that point.
I like an hour to hour and 15. I'm like, all right, I'm good.
Like they've shown that
90 minutes.
Yeah, 90 minutes is the cap. That's
90 minutes.
That's your cutoff.
Yep.
That 45 minute to an hour mark is your most, like that's the biggest hit point of your workout if you're doing it properly. Like starting out with some cardio, even light cardio, to get your heart rate elevated, and then go do weights, go do whatever.
What I like to do is I always do my cardio first.
Mm-hmm.
I do it first.
Yeah, get your heart rate elevated,
and it remains that way while I lift.
Yep.
And that way it helps burn calories better.
And short rest periods between sets.
30 seconds to a minute.
Yep.
I'm pressed for time anyway.
I do 30 seconds between sets, and then from machine to machine, a minute. Yep, slug some water, get that back in me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I usually lose a couple of pounds per workout.
My only thing too is when I go back to the gym this time,
I mean, I replenish it right away.
I'm not
eat, but
yeah, I'm not doing anyone else's workout ever again. I'm going back to what I know and what I know works for my body. For what I did 3 years ago, I can repeat that, and this time I can capitalize further on it. And
when are you going to? You got to. I want you to commit a date. What do you have? What do you think?
What I'm looking at is, so my vacation starts. It's the week of Thanksgiving.
So beginning of December?
No, what? No. Hold on, let me pull it up here. Thanksgiving is November 23rd. My vacation starts on November 20th.
Okay.
That Monday, that gives me the weekend to try to adjust my sleep schedule. And I'm going to, I'm genuinely going to make the effort to be up at 4 a.m. on Monday at the gym, put in my workout, come home, shower, and basically that whole week, except for Thanksgiving Day, I'm going to be in the office, busting ass on the show, getting content up.
Do you have, so you're on vacation that week, right?
And then vacation the following Monday and Tuesday.
So
I've got a week and a half to get through some soreness, to get my schedule set.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's going to be perfect prime opportunity to do that most people wouldn't have when they're trying to do something like this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make the most of it.
Sure. Get them legs going.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
Squats.
Dude. Yeah, definitely.
But see, that's the thing. Like, I'm going to start out light again.
Oh yeah.
I'm not. I know that I can go into the place where I work out right now, throw 405 on that fucking bar, and lift it. I know that I can.
How?
I don't need
with a deadlift.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I know that I can easily. I can do it. I can do it like 3-4 times, maybe 5. I know that I can right now.
I did 315 twice on Friday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, the last time we talked about that, you were hitting like 265.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like I told you, man, you want to hit a 500-pound deadlift, you're well on your way.
I'm going to.
Yeah. Of course you. Honestly, I think you'll do it by June or July.
My pull-ups are there.
That's another thing that I want to work on. Even if I can't do them right now, I'm going to get that muscle.
What you do, the best thing to fucking do, better than any assisted weight machine, anything else. Pull downs. Let downs. Yeah. You get a chair or a step or a stool or something.
And lower myself slowly.
You start, not this way. This way.
Military.
That's what works.
Lats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're activating your arms. You're using your arms and your shoulders a lot more with chin-ups. You want pull-ups. Raise your head up over the bar and just let yourself down over the course of 3 to 5 seconds.
And then
do it again
for a second. And then get back up.
Do it again. Well, you want to hang up here. That's where your muscles are being activated. Wherever you're at, wherever you feel the pull right here. That's where, because this is what does that. That's, you pull with this. You pull with that part. So that's
Yeah.
you want to, and the mind muscle connection. If you can develop that, or you can, where all you're thinking, the only thing I'm thinking about when I'm curling, besides that's why I like to have loud blast metal in my head. So I don't think about anything else. I don't think about what's going on at fucking work. I don't think about
Right.
what's going on at home.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think
Outside
about what's going on
distractions.
the only thing I'm thinking about is what I've got to do to make this weight move enough times. And that's using that muscle. I'm just thinking, okay, use that bicep to fucking pull that weight up. Get it back the fuck up. Do it again. And I've been doing the mind muscle connection, and man, I feel fucking awesome. I'm getting vascularity now in places that I didn't even get last time I was doing this. I'm 198 pounds now. I'm 3 pounds away from my goal weight, and I'm leaving in 10
days.
10 days. It's not this coming Wednesday, but next
To go out to
Wednesday I'm going to
California?
Colorado.
Colorado, yeah.
Yes, I'm going to go to Denver for a few days, and I'm going to be at my weight. I'm going to be at where I wanted to be at.
That's awesome.
That's what I said I was going to do, and I'm fucking doing it. That's a win, and that's those victories, those small victories. Now it's next. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have a 32-inch waist. I'm going to do that's
another
next.
goal, like another goal that I'm setting for myself, fitness wise, is within the first 90 days of when I start in the gym again, I want to be able to do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and at least 20 pull-ups.
There you go.
Now, with my weight being what it is, I know that the pull-up thing is going to be kind of
That's what's great about losing weight.
Right.
Is it's easier to pull.
Yeah. But the push-ups and sit-ups, man, doing 100, I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot, but I challenge anybody listening to this right now to make a video of you doing trying to do 100 push-ups and 100 sit-ups.
I don't have the time for
and
that.
post that shit up
I
on.
don't have time to watch that. But it's
I
going to take
do.
forever for a lot of people.
Most people are going to stop. I guarantee you, most people hit that wall at about 20 to 30.
If you do 100, post it on the Bulldog Unchained podcast page.
Yep, or post it on your page. Tag us in it.
Let me see what's up.
Yeah, let us check it out.
To get a free T-shirt.
All right.
Well, when
what are you going to do this week?
T-shirts are available.
What are you going to do this week to prepare yourself?
This week, actually, you know what? Tomorrow, I'm going to start with 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups, and 10 squat thrusts.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
At least.
Yeah.
Do 3 sets of those.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna do 3 sets.
10, 10, and 10.
Yep, and I'm gonna get through what I can.
Yeah.
And then each week I'm gonna try to add 5.
Nice. Sure. That works. Just move. Just fucking move, man.
Yeah.
That's what's important. If you start, no matter what you can do, get done what you can do. If you have any physical limitations, you just don't use that part of your body, but do what you can for the other parts to get moving, get your heart working.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. That's the only way. That's the only fucking way to do it.
The other thing that I'm looking forward to, so for me, like running, I can go out and run right now, but being at my weight, the impact of actual running, it's rough.
That's
man.
that's the thing. There's so many other cardiovascular exercises.
Yeah, but running is one of the most pure. Just you want stamina, you want endurance. That's it. Run your fucking ass till you can't fucking run.
Right.
That's
Bray Wyatt's got it right.
Yeah.
Run.
Follow the budgets. How you gonna chase him? You gotta run.
But I'm looking forward.
That just made me so sad that that's probably going to be the only fucking wrestling reference that we have this week. God damn it.
I think that like, honestly, you know what my big objective, like when I was doing the first wave of the Bulldog transformation in 2014, I wasn't weighing myself, and I still don't want to, only just periodically, just to find out where I'm at, like every 3 months or so. But once I hit that 285 to 275 range, I think that's when I'm going to do outdoor running. Again.
All right. Put you some knee braces on. Get after it.
Well, if I'm at 285, 275, that's like
put you some compression sleeves on.
I don't even need.
You don't need them, but you don't need them to. That's a whole.
I don't want compensation.
Okay.
I want the joints to actually build. I'm not saying I'm going to run out and run like a fucking madman.
What I'm going to say.
Just talking about jogging and
in between the interim, in between now and then, something that'll help. But that'll help with the impact is MCT oil. MCT oil is something that I've just started taking this week, actually, and it's a good joint lubricant.
Fish oil is good for that.
Yeah,
too.
that's what I'm saying. It's something to add to
high
it.
EPA.
It comes from coconut. It comes from coconut oil.
Right.
It's actually the concentrated part of the coconut oil that provides all the health benefits. It's fantastic for cognitive function, in addition to the nootropic that I've been taking.
Right.
It's fantastic. I think if you listen to the episodes over the past few weeks, since I've been taking that, you'll hear a lot less ums and ahs from me.
Yeah, that's how I feel now. Like I've been taking that 5 HTP consistently for 2 weeks now, and my mind's just starting to get back in that good spot again where I have visual clarity of my thoughts. Like I can focus on one thing at a time instead of feeling overwhelmed by 10 things I need to do.
Awesome.
So that's why I've been doing the stuff with the show all this week.
Hell yeah.
Whereas normally when I get home from work, I'm just kind of spent and mentally worn out, just done. Because my days are 10 to 12 hours long most days.
They all are. We all get, the billionaire and the beggar, man.
By the time you get home, it's just, fuck it. But nope, these past 2 weeks.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
It's not that. That's the problem.
And that's just it. These past 2 weeks, I've gotten out of that. And now I'm like, okay, what am I doing now? Yep. Okay, I'm going to do this.
There
okay,
you go.
I finished that. What's next?
Plan it.
Yep.
Plan it. Plan it ahead. That's the best way to be.
Yeah.
Wrap it up. It's about that time, I think.
It is.
Wrap it up.
It's about 2 hours and 13 minutes coming up.
Yeah.
Holy
shit. Good
shit.
show. Yeah, man. Dude, the interview with Dakota was about an hour long.
Yeah, that was an hour. Thanks again, Dakota Dufloth, for coming on today.
Dakota
Blindwish.
Dufloth.
I was gonna say
What?
Dakota Dufloth.
Yeah.
From
Make sure
Blindwish.
to check out Blindwish.
Check them out.
YouTube.
If you win any of the tour dates, so
Huge
check them
thanks
out.
to him for being on the show.
My shout out today is for my new Facebook page. I have created a Dirt Nap Dave
of Bulldog Unchained
personality page for the show.
Follow that.
Check us out. Check me out there. Give me a like or a follow or a something.
I want to give a huge shout out to everybody on the Bulldog Unchained podcast page
Thank
that
you
has
very much
interacted.
this week.
Man, they've engaged, they've interacted. It's been highly entertaining. I think that they've been entertaining each other in the comment section too. I love it. I feel like this is the beginnings of actually creating that community sense that we're looking for from our audience.
The Unchained Army.
Yeah.
The Unchained Army.
We appreciate you. We appreciate everybody that
Definitely.
that listens to the show. You got to check it out.
So yeah,
subscribe to us.
Yes.
Podbean, iTunes, YouTube. Go check us out.
All you got to do, literally, you can do a Google search of Bulldog Unchained and you can find everything. But the Facebook page is facebook.com/Bulldog Unchained. YouTube, just search Bulldog Unchained. You'll find
subscribe on YouTube.
Click subscribe.
Like the comments.
Yes.
Follow us on Twitter.
Yeah.
Follow us on Instagram.
Give a thumb on YouTube. Give a thumbs up on the videos. Leave a comment. Leave your comments. I promise you, I check that shit regularly. I will respond to you.
Yeah, I got a couple respond backs.
Yeah. And Twitter at BDog Unchained, Instagram at Bulldog Unchained. That's
at DirtNap. You can follow me on Twitter at DirtNapDave, at Bulldog Unchained, at BKDProductions.com, motherfucker.
That's not real. It's not real yet.
No, it's coming. It's coming though.
And you mean BDK?
It's coming though.
BDK Entertainment.
Yeah.
Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Did I say BKD? Whatever.
Production. Yeah.
BDK.
Okay,
BDK
I can be the
Entertainment.
bottom. I can be the bottom of the initial train.
You're in the
we
middle.
do it alphabetical order.
I'm cool with that
it goes
too.
in alphabetical.
Sure, that works too.
God damn it, Dirt Nap.
Hey, best biceps, third best beard. That's right. That's right.
All right, guys. I am the king of villains, Bulldog Malenko, along with Dirt Nap Dave and Nubsy
Have a
Slow.
nice day.
Have a nice
You
day.
guys
Follow
have a-
me too.
Yeah. What's your Twitter?
Just follow me on Facebook page, Nubsy Slow.
Nubsy Slow.
Come on out.
KNUBSIE space SLOW.
Dub.
Lawn care. All right, guys. Have a good week.
Show's over, motherfuckers.